to do what we need to do here every time we come to the races.
How about it one more time there for Trent Chin for the work he put in? He got throwing all the wild cards this week for getting this racetrack ready.
Yes, he did, with rain and doing a afternoon show. And, man, I tell you, I was walking around the pits there when we had that break, and guys were like, man, for an afternoon track, that thing was bad A55.
Yeah, we saw some great racing already today. Again, it's just getting more pressure packed. Top 7 continue on. Top 3 to the A. B-Feature number 1 is underway.
Emmitsburg Collision Center car, green flag is waving, and it's going to be Taylor Cool working on down into turn number 1 and 2. Brady Hilmer to the outside. Hilmer in the double deuce, going to work the top, but it's going to be the 2K and Taylor Cool to the lead. Jared Bowmeister coming in there to the number 3 spot. Then it'll be Logan Bellows. It's Kim Kiss out of Appleton, Wisconsin. That's your top 5. Let's see him across the stripe to lap number 1.
Yeah, Bellows has that 43. LV settled down. We saw him earlier today, three-wheeling it all the way around the speedway. Speaking of 3, nearly 3 wide for that second spot as Brady Hilmer holds on to the position. Bowmeister right there in the mix. Bellows, Bowmeister to the bottom. The race for second continues to hold on to Brady Hilmer, but he has all sorts of pressure.
Got one around, and caution is out. Yellow flag is on the racetrack. The Axaholics caution out for the 743 of Devin Carpenter out of Staples, Minnesota, as he looped her getting into the top of turn number 1 and just could not get it going in time before the cars got to him. So that brings out that Axaholics caution flag on the speedway.
Six plus 1, are you done?
All right.
I'm not going to come up with anything good.
No, I'm not either. I've been racking it through my little pea brain for a while. Speaking of that, let's rack them on down. Green flag back up in the air. Oh, Jared Bowmeister. Bowmeister got himself a run. Bowmeister in the 81 car, getting there at Brady Hilmer. Him and Corey Kimkiss shuffled Brady Hilmer out of the A transfer spot. Bill come back to the outside. Brady trying as the battles for third.
Yeah, Kimkiss right now put himself into that bubble position to get right into the show. Bellows works back to the inside. He's got the 4th position. Hilmer's going to slide back to the 5th position with pressure coming as well. It looks like that's the FET machine working to the bottom side of the speedway. We've got 11 laps remaining in B1.
Oh, they'll hurry on down into turn number 1 and 2. Cool, your race leader, Bowmeister, right there to the number 2 spot. Third and final transfer to the car, to the A, is the 07 of Corey Kimkiss out of Appleton, Wisconsin. The other 4 that still have a shot at it are Bellows, Hilmer, Fett, and hang tight, got one up in smoke. That, I believe, was C. Connor C. went to the Cheech and Chong ride as it went up in smoke just right at the starter stand. And we come back to an Axaholics caution flag. Tough break for the driver. Started up there in the 6th starting spot. The driver out of Chilton, Wisconsin. Colton C. His chance for tonight's big money is now DU and done.
And he was running in that final spot to the last chance qualifier when things grenaded right here on the front straightaway. Taylor Cool, very impressive this weekend for the 2K driver. Good heat race, solid performance earlier this afternoon, and continues to show the way here in B-Feature number 1 with 10 laps to go.
Field getting ready to come on down to the green flag one more time. They'll hit the restart zone to the blue stripe. In turn 4, it is up, it is out, and we'll race them on down the front straightaway. Taylor Cool back to the point. Kim Kiss right there. Bowmeister in the number 3 spot. Bellows. Look at Carter Vandenberg. Carter Vandenberg, the 7V, up into the number 5 spot now as they work him down the front straightaway.
Oh, he may get shuffled up. Fett gets back to his inside. Vandenberg was out of a transfer to the LCQ. Made it up to the top 5 momentarily. Runs in the 6th spot, side by side behind them. Brady Hilmer was up towards the front earlier. Right now, he's on the bubble of being eliminated from competition for the rest of this event, running around in the 7th spot. We'll put another lap in the books. We'll take it down to 8th laps remaining.
Flags are crossed. We're halfway home on this one. Taylor Cool with a big time drive and a breakaway right there in the 2K car. She leads the field, and it is Kim Kiss, followed by Bowmister. Bowmister right there to the number 3 spot. Bellows, Fett, Vandenberg, and Hilmer. Hilmer and Vandenberg side by side for the 6th and 7th spot. Reese Mullins in the 77X is one out looking in.
Yeah, and Mullins not too far behind what you see there on your screen. You'll actually see him come into the screen there off of turn number 4. That is the interval from going to the LCQ and being eliminated at the checkered flag here tonight. Taylor Cool continues on with a cool 2.5-second lead out front. Here's that battle again for position number 6, Vandenberg and Hilmer. Vandenberg up top, Hilmer digging by the tires.
So they hurry him on down into turn number 1 and 2. Great shot from Sarge's drone. Beautiful shot here from Spencer, Iowa. Down the back straightaway, Fett right there in the 08. Going to come to Logan Bellows to the bottom. Nobody going to come and find Taylor Cool. She is G-O-N-E gone on this one. Kimkiss and Bowmister right there. Your top 3 transfer cars to the A.
Watching the 08 of Alex Fett work on Logan Bellows. That is for the 4th position. That would get you a better starting spot in tonight's last chance qualifier. Every position still matters as long as you're in one of those transfer spots here in these B mains. 2.5 laps to go for Taylor Cool, a 4.2-second lead.
Right now, if Taylor Cool wins this, she is looking to roll off in the number 5 starting spot tonight. She will go 3rd row inside. Working it on down the back straightaway. Green high to the air, 2 to go. Kim Kiss right there along with Jared Bowmister. Bowmister out of Waseca, Minnesota, working the number 3 spot. Bellows, Fett, Vandenberg, and Hilmer. You're 7 to go. White flags out, 1 remaining in this one.
Final trip around the speedway. Taylor Cool is going to bring it down the back straightaway one last time. Bowmister trying one last ditch effort to get by Kimkiss. That would be the difference of 5 starting positions in the main. Taylor Cool, big iron checkered flag.
Taylor Cool, Corey Kimkiss, and Jared Bowmeister to the A. To the LCQ will be Logan Bellows, Alec Fett, Carter Vandenberg, and Brady Hilmer. Everybody else going to go get ready to see who's going to take home the big money tonight.
Josh Most from Red Oak in the 92, and the 74 is Zachary Rabb out of Antigua, Wisconsin in row 2.
Going to see from Dunlop, Iowa, Joel Reitz there in the 1 junior, and Dustin White out of Eagle River, Wisconsin in 73.
Row 4, 81, Charlie Stevens, and the 21R, Cole Fensky.
Row number 5 will be Justin Svoboda out of David City, Nebraska, and Jim Zdroik out of Hartford, Wisconsin, 6Z.
Row 6, the 18, Mitchell Morris, 17 CA of Cody Burkhart.
Row number 7, the 93 Hunter Longnecker, 25 of Ben Ryerson. Then we'll see Craig Donner, the 15, 25 S of Alex Smith, and the BJ Wolver, Lynn Brockett, Justin Kleinsma, and Stacy Mills, and we are green flag racing, Sean.
Devin Peterson out front in the 52D. Josh Most into the 2nd spot here early on in B main number 2. Again, top 3 to the A, 4, 5, 6, and 7 go to tonight's LCQ.
Devin Peterson on out front. Josh Most running 2nd. Cam Reimers 3rd. Right now, the 81 of Charlie Stevens in that 7th and final spot to the LCQ. Work them on down. Oh, got 2 of them backed into the fence on the outside. Morris and Boulware. Top of 3. Caution coming. Yellow flag on the racetrack. The Axaholic caution out there as the 18 of Mitch Morris and the 14 of AJ Boulware come stopped up there in turn number 3.
Enjoy a couple more laps here as we get an Advantage Racing TV replay. Watching the 18, Mitchell Morris. Head into turn number 3.
Ooh,
got in a little hot.
Got in a little hot. Got in Hunter Longnecker when he got on the brakes.
Hey, speaking of freebies, watching on Facebook Live right now, Our freebie fan watching through the one little hole in the signs on the backstretch. He's back.
No, he never left.
Oh. That's got to be a great race to watch when they come by the back straightaway. Just poof, 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 poof. Wow, that was cool.
I know. Once again, we do thank and appreciate you for being here in the grandstands. Thank and appreciate you for being at home on Advantage Racing and IMCA TV. Caution lights are off. Devin Peterson, captain of the ship, getting ready to bring that hot rod off at turn number 4. Green is up, and here we are, back to the races.
Most will slide right back up into that second spot, bringing with him the 21 of Cam Reimers. In third, we go 3 wide, nearly for that 4th position. Big move through the middle for the 73 of Dustin White, but it doesn't matter. The caution lights are coming on. There is debris in the speedway in the 4th turn. Debris over there in turn number 4 will draw the caution, the Axaholics caution. And I can see one of the track safety crew and officials making their way out there. Yeah, it was right in the groove. Couldn't keep going, couldn't keep racing with that right in the groove.
No, so track crew getting out there quickly. Everybody getting lined up in a very grand fashion. Fire and safety make their way back off the racetrack. And we're set to go. Back to the green flag. Devin Peterson, your race leader, going to bring him into 3 and off of turn number 4. Smash the gas, and here we go. Oh, boy. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Got himself a pan full of Scotcheroos, and he ain't sharing them up front. It's Peterson. Now Reimers getting around Josh Most for the number 2 spot.
Has anyone ever told you can have just one Scotcheroo? I don't think so. Oh, look at that contact. Trouble going around in turn number 4. Joe Reeds. 1 junior.
Joe Reed's got in there tough. Hang on, Zachary Robb. He's going to open the door. Justin Svoboda. Svoboda up into the number 4 spot now. Caution is out. Yellow's out for Reeds up here on the front straightaway.
A lot of right quarter damage on the 1 junior there of Joe Reeds. Here's your Advantage Racing replay coming up on the screen. There's the 1 junior on the right side of the screen.
And then there he is with the right quarter on the 92 of Most, and around he goes.
Yeah, looks like he slipped off the bottom just a little bit there.
And in that last chance qualifier later this evening, if you are 6th on back, you will be done. Caution lights are off. Devin Peterson bringing him on down. Green flag in the air, and here we go.
Reimers got a great restart last time compared to the previous when Most got the better of him. Now Reimers works the bottom side of the speedway, puts Most to the cushion, and they'll sort things out up front. We go side by side for position number 4 between Zachary Robb, who got a nice redo after having a moment on the previous lap. That was negated by the caution. He runs in position 4.
So they'll hurry on down the front straightaway. It's still Peterson, your leader, but here comes Charlie Stevens. In the 81, Stevens made contact with Zachary Robb down the back straightaway. He goes to the spin cycle behind the tractors. He'll try to keep her moving. He'll get her to the infield, and we are staying green.
So right now, the 74, Robb in the 4th spot, Sabota 5th, Longnecker in 6th, and the final spot to the LCQ belongs to Dustin White. Not too far behind them, Kleinsma coming forward in the field. So is Stacy Mills, who started back in the final row in the final spot, just outside the top 10 right now.
Sean battle for the race lead off of 2 and down the back straightaway. It is at 5, the machine of Devin Peterson. Cam Reimers all over him like a dirty shirt. Working it off at turn number 4 and down the front straightaway. It will be Peterson, followed by Reimers, Most, Robb, Svoboda, Longnecker, and Dustin White. Those are your 7 cars to compete again tonight.
Reimers right there on Peterson. Andy Bobble from the 5D, and Reimers is going to capitalize and go to the point on this one. He'll look to the inside down the front straightaway. Back to turn number 1 they go. Cam Reimers on the inside. Devin Peterson through the middle against the cushion. He's got the momentum and holds on to the lead down the back chute.
Down the back straightaway. Devin Peterson right there. Now he's like the sneeze guard on the buffet table. He knows somebody's coming, wants a lot to eat. and he's got to keep him at bay, as it will be Reimers down on the bottom, working for the race lead. Peterson on up front, followed by the 21 of Reimers. They'll go once again to the west end of the racetrack. Downstairs, they both hang tight, but it's still Devin Peterson, your race leader.
Give you an update deeper in the field. Dustin White continues to run 7th. There's a big battle going on behind him, but the good news for White right now, he's 2.7 seconds ahead of Justin Kleinsma, who runs in the 8th position.
Devin Peterson wants to put that 1 second advantage a lot bigger between himself and Cam Reimers, the Nebraska and Iowa drivers, working 1 and 2 on a racetrack. It's still Most, Rob, followed by Svoboda and Longnecker with White, your top 7 cars. This time, they'll make their way off at turn number 4. We will have 12 down and 3 to go for DP.
Still looking very good out front as we continue to watch a little bit deeper in the field. Craig Donner having a battle there. Joe Reitz, Stacy Mills is right behind them as well. That's not too far behind Justin Kleinsma. Here's the race for the lead. Back up for everyone watching at home, watching on Facebook, IMCA TV and Advantage Racing TV. Devin Peterson to the high green flag, 2 to go.
Pair in the air, gonna be that 5D of Peterson. Showing the field down the back straightaway, Cam Reimers. You know he's just waiting for the right opportunity. Like to pull in there and get a slider, but DP is holding off that slider line. White flag is out, 1 lap to go.
They'll both go towards the bottom side of the speedway through the first set of turns on this final lap and down the back straightaway. Devin Peterson trying to put it in the show and start outside row number 3. They'll come off the final turn. Big iron checkered flag. Devin Peterson to the show. Reimers goes with him. Most to the A-main. Rob, Svoboda, Longnecker, and White go to the last chance qualifier.
There you have it. 2 Sportmod B-Features in, 3 to go. And, well, I'm going to tell you, if you want to watch any more of it, it's not free any longer. Thanks for tuning in for a little Advantage Racing TV, IMCA TV live look-in. You've got time right now to head out to Advantage Racing or IMCA TV and buy the rest of tonight and see who goes home in the Sport Mods and the stock cards with the big money. Thanks for being with us. Thanks for tuning for free. Head on out, buy it on up. After the mod heat races, we'll have our top 4. Our 4 cars that locked in this afternoon in the Sport Mods and the stock cars come up. We'll draw for their starting spots 1 through 4 right after the modified heat races. So back there in the pits, I know you can hear me if you're on the My Race Pass app or on 99.1. The 4 Sport Mod winners from this afternoon and the 4 stock car winners from this afternoon need to come to the flag stand when the mods come up, you come too, and we'll go to the flag stand when they're over. Green's out, here we go. Last chance qualifier number 3.
Battle down into turn number 1. Madden works the bottom as Lance Borgman sneaks up to the top line. There you see McGuire DeYoung in the 30M get down by the tires, running in the 3rd spot. It'll be Borgman leading the opening lap. 1 in, 14 to go, 3 go to the A.
Sir Lancelot, your race leader, the 2B of Corey Madden. Madden on out front in the 2 spot. Showing the way, of course, the B on the cars for his 8-year-old son Bentley, who's watching from home because he had to stay home and go to school today. You know, at 8 years old, Bentley's the tire man on that thing, and he prepped tires all weekend for Dad to be here tonight.
Good work. Keep those grades up, too. As we continue on in this one, they'll head down into turn number 3. It's Borgman, Madden, DeYoung in the positions to go to the A. Then Logan Anderson, Tyler Watts, Jarrett Franson, Willie Kirk in the 7th and final spot to go to the show later tonight. Colby Fett just made his way up to position number 7 in the 0-0. So Fett up to 7th in the double-aught. Right in front of Willie Kirk, who works back to his inside in turn number 3. Kirk on the bottom, and he's got the drive. He'll get the 7th spot. Fett crosses back to his inside. They'll race for the final spot to the LCQ down into 1.
Down around the bottom side, that 53 machine. That, of course, is Logan Anderson. But Willie Kirk in the 86W right ahead of him sits that 00 Colby Fett in the 7th and final transfer spot. Taking a look at Sportman, Madden, DeYoung, Anderson, Watts, Franzen, and Fett, your top 7.
Anderson closing in on McGuire DeYoung. Took a look for that 3rd spot. Big difference between going to the A or going to the last chance qualifier. The battle for that is on. McGuire DeYoung holds on to that position as they race off 4. We've got a car around in turn number 2, and we've got a caution.
Caution flag on the racetrack for the 96 of Nick Zdroik out of Hartford, Wisconsin, around over there in turn number 2.
So 6 counted. There's Alves. Crew Challenge winner here on Sunday. 9 laps to go. B-Feature number 3, top 3 to the A, rest to the last chance qualifier later. And we work back around to a green flag.
Working him on down. Green flag is out. Here we go. It will be Lance Borgman, your race leader. Borgman on down. It will be the 30 of McGuire DeYoung there on the outside. Here comes Herbie. He doesn't want to go to Monaco. He wants to go to the A main. He'll roll it to the bottom side of Madden. Put Logan Anderson into the number 3 spot to the A. Still in going to the B will be the 2B of Madden. Franzen right there, Watson Fett.
Tough restart for Madden, slipping from a top 3 spot back to 4th, now having to get up there on the high side and go to work, trying to come back forward. As he does that, it opens up the bottom line, nearly 3 wide as they come down the front straightaway again. The 33 of Jared Franzen in that mix.
Now look at this, the 22 of Chase Alves. He's got a provisional, but he wants to race his way in. He'll work it on back there. He is in the 9th spot, looking off of turn number 4. 3 wide down the front straightaway, 2 wide for 3rd now. Here comes Madden.
Madden works back to the inside for a ticket to the A main, and he's got it back in his hands, wrestling it away from Logan Anderson. Anderson back to 4th, goes right back to the inside line, and we're right back to side by side for that final transfer spot. Down the front straightaway, Madden has the advantage once again.
They'll work him on down there. Corey Madden back into the A main. Now Logan Anderson back to the top or the bottom side. Beep goes Herbie, says time to go. Bringing that 53 car back to the number 3 spot. Down the boulevard will go. There'll be 4 circuits remaining.
McGuire DeYoung sticking right with Lance Borgman for the race lead as they go through 1 and 2. Anderson continues 3rd. Willie Kirk right now on timing and scoring as the final transfer spot, but he's got a car to his inside and his outside. Look at this battle for the last shot to the LCQ.
Off of turn 4. Coming on down the boulevard. It is Willie Kirk right there. 1 out. Tyler Watts in the silver and orange 77 in the 7th spot, holding Willie Kirk at bay, a former National Rookie of the Year. Working it around the bottom. 2 laps to go.
Here comes Madden back to the inside of the 33. Of Jared Franzen. They're exchanging the 4th spot. Top 3 pulling away, putting some space between them, but back here deeper, it is wild. Fett looks to the inside of Madden now. The 00 side by side with the 2B as the white flag flies here for the final lap in B3.
Farmers Savings Bank up Astoria, final lap down the back straightaway. They'll work him into turn number 3. The driver out of Beatrice, Nebraska, Lance Borgman, gonna bring it on down to the win. McGuire DeYoung to 2nd. 3rd into the feature will be Logan Anderson. Then it'll be Franzen, Madden, Fett, and Watts. Those cars will go to the B, and Chase Alves in the 22 will have to use that provisional. Delhi, Kansas, the 007 to the outside.
Tyler Narrett in the 5T out of Dorchester, Nebraska, and the 12DX of Tyler Drosty out of Washburn, Iowa in row 2.
Going to row number 3, it'll be Trevor Noonan out of Dorchester, Nebraska, the 66. Cole Succo, Cresco, Iowa, the 75.
Danny Conselman, Colorado Springs, Colorado in the 4D inside row 4. Matt Andrews out of Malcolm, Nebraska in the 22 outs.
Row 5, Coy Viles out of Casco, Wisconsin, the 17B. Robbie Roselli, Minot, North Dakota, the 0.
Row 6, Rich Pavlicek in the 17P, and the 3 of Adam Weber.
Going to row number 19, or row number 7, it'll be Brandon Spanger, Creighton, Nebraska, the 19XX, Matt Krall, the 511, Jonah Chin, the 7X, Connor Vanderwerth, the 21B, Tim Burgess in the 5B, Jeff Lloyd, the 75L, and Taylor Hapschlitt in the 26. Sean, we're green flag.
We are, and we're racing for the lead early in this one. The 007 of Nitch working right through the middle of the speedway. Slide job off of turn number 4, and he'll lead the opening lap, bringing with him right there in the second spot the 777 of Cody Olson. Narrad in the third and final transfer spot, but still early in this.
They'll work him on down the back straightaway. It'll be Nitch, still your race leader. Olson in second. Tyler Narrad there in the number 3 spot. Here comes Tyler Drosty. Drosty in the 12X car. He sits fourth. Fifth right now is Cole Suko. Then it's Matt Andrews at 22 in the 66, and Trevor Noonan, your 7th and final transfer car. It's now, hang on to 511. Gonna get it up off the racetrack. It will stay green. Zach Nitch still your leader. Caution coming out. Caution coming out. Axaholics caution flag out for the 511. So we'll get a tow truck on the front of the 511.
Well, why did he just turn around?
Why? I mean, he could have gassed it real quick, I think, and it might have spun around. I don't know.
Got no steering. You can't turn that thing around.
Well, anyway, it ain't got no gas.
Zach Nitch will be in control when we work back around to the green. And that'll happen there in the restart zone, marked by the blue on the wall at the top of turn 4. Nitch, Olson, Narrad right now in the transfer spots to the main event. We're back underway. Suko looking to make a big move on this restart as they go 3 wide for the 4th and 5th position off of turn number 2. They'll settle it down as they get to turn number 3. Big slider from Drosty as he moves up to position number 4. Trouble, however, a car sits over in turn number 3, and the Axaholics caution flag flies.
But if you don't have any e-brakes and the cable rattles around, it's a different story.
I'm not confused about this race. 11 laps to go. 4 laps counted. Zach Nitch brings us back to the green flag, and we're back underway.
Field to work on down the front straightaway. Nitch will lead the field. Going to be Narrad back to the number 2 spot. Olson and Drosty. They'll work him on in off of 2 and down the backside of the racetrack. Oh, mama. Here we go. Noonan back there in the number 6 spot, back to the top of the racetrack and hooked up and hauling the mail.
Yeah, things got a little spicy right there on the restart. Cody Olson in 3rd, Drosty in the 4th position. They'll race off of turn number 2 and down the back straightaway. Here's a multi-car battle going on as well. Danny Conselman's outside of a spot to the LCQ as is Matt Andrews tries to hold on to the final ticket to the LCQ.
Field the work down. Drosty got 4 to the fluff. Here we go. Watch the battle down the back straightaway. Here comes Cole Suko. Suko going to race a 75 car to the halfway point to the 3rd spot. In a spot into 9th A main.
Not over yet is Drosty. He'll look to the inside. Slide job in turn number 1. Drosty back to the 3rd spot, or is he? Here comes Suko through the middle, bringing with him Cody Olson in the 777s.
They'll work it on in. Drosty back there with Cole Suko. Working it on in. Suko, Drosty, Olson. Now look at that. Coy Viles. Viles in the 17 car coming. Ha ha, Doctor. You got a wing dang doodle of a one here, Sean.
Suko right now in that final transfer spot to the A main, but boy, are they racing all around him. A little squeezing off of turn number 4. Things got really tight there for Drosty as he slid up the racetrack, and Coy Viles was right there. Suko holds on to the 3rd spot, top 2 pulling away. 3 wide down the back straightaway, getting wild again.
Hurry unscurry. Man, what a battle for the third and final spot to the A-main. Suko's got it. Viles is in fourth. You see it, Olsen, Drosty, Noonan working it on down there. Now Trevor Noonan in the 66 puts a 12X back in the seventh and final transfer spot. Field will turn down the front straightaway. Cautions out, Axaholic. Caution out, a car around in turn number 3 or 2. I was looking at 3 and said,
it's okay. We've been here since 10 o'clock in the morning. It's okay.
It's okay? It's all right. Well, Mike Sargent down there, Sarge on the drone, does a great job. We'll get a look and see what happened over here from Mike's drone. Oh, that's exactly what happened. He got some tickets in his pocket to the Tilt-A-Whirl, and around they went. Ooh, you know what we're going to get tonight, don't you, Sean Neistat?
What are we getting, Jerry Van Sickle?
A sexy sunset. I can just see it coming.
Yes.
Here we go. Green flag back on out. Emmitsburg Collision Center green waving on the speedway. Going to be the 07 of Zach Nitch. Out of Delhi, Kansas, working there to the top spot. Whoa, hang on, Olsen got crossed up off a 2. That's going to stack him up for fourth on back. Watch him there. Matt Andrews, where did he come from? On the bottom in the 22. Got to the number 4 spot. Last lap, Sean, he was running 9th. Battle for the lead.
Here we go down the back straightaway. The 007 Zach Nitch, the 5T Tyler Narad. They'll battle for the lead. Narad slide job off the 4th turn. Green high in the air, 2 laps to go. Nitch back to the points.
Narad gonna come back to the inside. No White Castle serve that time. Down the back straightaway they'll go. It'll be Zach Nitch on the outside. The 5T of Narad on the inside. White flag is coming. 1 circuit remaining for Zach Nitch in the 007.
Whoever wins this is going to start outside of the 4th row in the main event, but who is going to start there? We'll settle it. 2 more turns and a big slider coming, Jerry.
White Castles are coming. Who's it going to be? Give me once, give me twice. Sold! Got him at the line. Big iron, checkered flag. To the 007 of Zach Nitch, Tyler Narad, Cole Suko, Tyler Drosty, Cody Olsen, Brandon Spanger, and Matt Andrews all live to race again. So you can do your draw. So in the pit area, I know you guys can hear me, or if you got it on the audio app on your phone, or the 99.1 top, or the 4 winners from this afternoon in Sport Mods and Stock Cars be up here behind the flag stand during the mod heat races, and we will draw to see who goes 1, 2, 3, and 4 tonight for the big Mucho Dineros.
I don't know what you said, but I know we're coming to a green. Coming to DJ over there again. Wiki.
Here we go. Looking for the Emmitsburg Collision Center green flag. It is up in the air. We're underway. It'll be Waldvogel, Dylan Waldvogel right there to the top of the racetrack. Carl Brewer. Now look at this. Matt Avila coming to the 2X. Avila is always quick in that 2X machine. He'll lay to the inside off of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway, Waldvogel followed by the 2X. And, well, he's not really followed. He's flanked by the 2X of Avila on the bottom side. New leader down the back straightaway.
Just saw him fall off the screen was the 13X of Carl Brewer, who was in 3rd. He now runs into turn number 3 in position number 5 as he'll go to the top side of the speedway. Avila to the lead as they head back to turn 1.
Still Avila followed by Waldvogel. Then it is Tyler Inman, Brady Joint, Carl Brewer, Jonathan Jensen, and Austin Stam. Those 7 cars right now in contention for one more race again tonight. Well, 3 of them are in for 1, 4 of them are in for 2 if they can do it. Down the front straightaway, Carl Brewer in the 13, looking to the 1A of Brady Joint.
Yeah, Brewer tries the bottom side of the speedway. Joint up there, top side with the momentum. Joint holds on to the spot. Joint right now in the 1A, running in fourth. Brewer fifth. Jonathan Jensen, Stam, the front 7 as we run by the flag stand. Ticker goes down to 11 laps to go.
So they'll work him on down. Great battle back here for the number 5 spot. Brewer down there. Jonathan Jensen, the 25J, the 118 of Stam. They'll work him on in there. Stam going to move down to the inside of the 13 of Carl Brewer. They'll work off on turn number 4 and down the front straightaway, side by side for the number 5 spot.
They'll stay that way as they go to turn number 1 with the 118 of Stam. Jensen right behind them in the final transfer spot in the hot seat. Stam to the inside of Brewer, the race for 5th as they make their way into the 3rd turn of the Clay County Fair Speedway.
They'll hurry and scurry down the front straightaway. Jonathan Jensen, the 25J, that black, blue, and day-glow green machine on the top is your 7th and final transfer car. Meanwhile, this time they'll come across the stripes. Flags are crossed. We're halfway home, Matt Avila.
A little bit deeper in the field, Brandon Munson, Brendan Nordyke, they're racing for 8th and 9th and trying to close in on Jensen as we've got one car around in turn number 3. Caution lights come on around the speedway.
So the 3B of Blake Andrews out of Esterville, Iowa, around over there in turn number 3, bringing out the Axaholics caution flag. Matt Avila, Dylan Waldvogel, and Tyler Inman. Those are your top 3 runners right now that would be going to the A if this was over. Get a little replay of what happened here. Just the Andrews got into the 7 a little tough, and around he went.
These restarts have been absolutely wild, Jerry. We've seen drivers pick up or lose several spots when this green flag comes back out. So this is a critical moment right now for someone like Brandon Munson, Brendan Nordyke, Brady Harshbarger right outside of a transfer spot running 8, 9, 10. We'll see if they can pick up a couple more positions to keep racing later tonight.
We'll find out, Sean, as we come back to the green flag. Down the front straightaway we go. It's going to be Matt Avila right there, your race leader. Waldvogel, look at this. Oh, got one around top of turn number 2. Get her going, bud. Get her going, get her going. Tough break for Stam there in the 118. He's got troubles. And we're going to bring this one back to an Axaholics caution flag. 23 of Matt Speece up there, the car around. Whoa, Monty Nordyke was way up there when I'm sure they were telling him caution high in 1, and the brakes got really hot as he put them on.
Oh, yeah. Watch this on the replay for those watching at home. There was a little bit of contact with Joint in the 118 of Stam.
Yeah, Stam got into the back of Joint, and it broke something on the 118 car. It didn't steer, and up the hill he goes, and then Speece is like, hey, bud, what's going on? He's like, I don't know, I can't steer.
Avila, Waldvogel, Inman, top 3. As they do a little crisscrossing on the back straightaway, getting set for the restart. 7 laps in, 8 laps to go. B-Feature number 5, back to the green.
Field of work off of turn 4. Green's up. Here we go. Matt Avila back to the race lead. It'll be Waldvogel up on the outside. Back to the inside is Tyler Inman, the driver out of Altoona, the hired gun in the Bailey ride. Working on there. Slider up, a little meet and greet. Here comes Waldvogel. Just keeping it in that top 3. Now Carl Brewer, the 13 in the 1A of Brady Joint, working for 4th.
Joint on that bottom side of the speedway as we take a look there at the couple cars battling a little bit deeper there as we'll work off of turn number 4. That's happening a little bit deeper in the field, but things still pretty tight back here. Top 3 trying to sort things out. They want to race in that top 3, but you also have to be smart and keep the car ready for later tonight.
Exactly. They'll work them on down into turn number 3 and 4. Going to be that 2X machine of Matt Avila up there, your race leader. Feel the work on down the front straightaway. Great shot. As they trudge on past you. It'll be Avila followed by Inman, Waldvogel, Brewer, Joint, Nordijk, and Jensen. That's your top 7. They run them on down this time off of turn number 4. Going to be looking at 4 circuits remaining.
Right now it remains Waldvogel in that final ticket to the A-main. Back a little deeper, Jonathan Jensen in the hot seat to keep racing tonight. The 23E, Brody Enter getting closer to him. Here comes Blake Andrews to his outside. Those two need to settle what they're racing for because the big prize is in front of them. If they keep racing for that 8th spot, they're going to be done.
Exactly, just trying to get ahead of each other so they can make something happen. Feel the work off of 2 down the back straightaway. Now you see that 88 machine, Nate Albrandt making a move. But meanwhile, up front this time, down the front straightaway, Matt Avila. 2 laps to go for the driver of the 2X car. Avila out front, 37X of Inman, and this 52 of Waldvogel. Oh, got one roached up there. Into the tire with Matt Spieth there, and the caution is out. Yellow is out. I believe some fluids have been laid down on the race surface.
Yeah, that one just let go right
Oh,
past
no,
the
there.
flag stand.
Ooh, oh, my goodness.
Oh.
Looks like he lost a bumper and then ran it over. That might be what happened there. There's a bumper laying up on the front straightaway. Yeah, he did. He lost his own front bumper and ran it over, and I would imagine looking at from under the oil pan, punctured a big hole in it.
Here's your Advantage Racing TV replay for those watching at home. It's going to probably come in on the left side of the screen. Yep, there it is.
Yep. He blowed up. Well, he might have got her shut down. Once he knew he ran over things, he might have shut it down and saved it as they get things pushed on around over there.
Oh, yellow lights are dark. Here's a restart. There's just 2 laps to go in B-main number 5.
Down the front straightaway we go. Matt Avila's going to lead him on down. It will be on out front. Avila there. Look at that. Waldvogel back around the outside. Oh, my. 4 wide down the back straightaway. Here we go for 4, 5, 6, and 7.
Pressure, cooker, engaged. White flag is out. Final time to decide who keeps racing tonight and who is eliminated. Down into turn number 1. Looks like Nordijk has the final spot. One car sliding high off the racetrack. We're also racing for the lead down the back straightaway, Jerry.
They come together. Waldvogel down on the bottom. Hustle on down. Twin checkers at the line. Boom, bang. Got him. Got him. Waldvogel at the line by 98 one-thousandths of a second. Matt Avila, Tyler Inman, Carl Brewer, Brady Joint, Jonathan Jensen, and Brennan Nordijk. But the Antigua, Wisconsin racer got him at the stripe. Woo! 89 one-thousandths of a second. And, of course, we know Todd Van Eaton not here with us. Our thoughts and prayers are with Todd and the family down there. One of their race shop was completely destroyed and wiped out by that tornadoes that went through the Orient, Maxburg, and Greenfield areas. And like I said there in our opening during our invocation, a lot of race fans down through that Greenfield area. Some racers down there that got some problem or some tornado damage. Some of them lost everything, and our thoughts and our prayers are with them.
Absolutely. Wild day of weather through the area yesterday as sometimes 6, 7, 8, 9 tornado warnings through various counties all at the same time. Glad to have things a little better here tonight as we get set to go. First of 5 of these qualifiers for the stock cars.
Get your your 50-50 tickets ready, because after this race, we're giving away $882. That's good money for the soccer team right there.
That is. Thank you, everybody, for helping out.
Yeah, I think that's almost $1,300 in 2 days.
Yeah, here we go. Green flag racing. Hey, there's a lot more on the line for these stock cars than $1,300 tonight. They're going to settle it out. Who goes to the show? Grabowski will lead them. Slide job in the first turn.
Troubles. We're going to bring this one on back. Bring it on back. Bring it on back. The four of Seibold around up here. I think he got together with... thought it looked like Carter Evans, the 154. How you doing down front?
If you just say I won, they're not going to believe me.
Sean?
Yes, sir.
Nothing has changed from yesterday. You are still a loser. Well, I mean, excuse me. Let me rephrase that. I'll be politically correct. You're not the winner.
Oh,
okay.
That's so much. Oh, but that just warms my heart. Thank you so much.
I know. That's what I'm here to do, is make you feel good, not. But anyway, you did not win the 50-50, so, Sean, we will announce it at the end of the race here. Looking to go to the green flag and make it happen again off of turn number 4, Jordan Grabowski, Carter Vandenberg. Green stick in the air. We're waving that Emmetsburg collision green flag down to turn number 1. Grabowski right there, going to work Carter up to the top. They came together. Carter gets hustled on back. Going to lose a lot of spots. Jay Schmidt out of Tama, going to bring it on in there. Here comes TJ Atwood out of Tennessee to the number 3 spot.
They'll go right to the middle now as they go down into turn number 1. Look at this move. Coming for the lead. Can't quite get the Herndon. Settles in, but on the bottom, Jay Schmidt looking for the lead. He had it for a moment on the back straightaway. The 30 of Grabowski trying to come back after him, using that cushion off of turn number 4. Grabowski back to the lead as they get to the flag stand. Did he? Yes.
Oh, by 5/1000ths of a second. She was nip-tuck at the line. Grabowski, Schmidt, Herndon, Ware, Bakarma, Green, and Carter. Now look at this. Jay Schmidt to the inside. Napa Jay on the bottom. Grabo on the top. They'll work him off of the sunset in turn 4. New leader going to be Jay Schmidt.
He'll work the inside line. Grabowski going to stay up there on the top shelf. Here comes Herndon working the bottom. Couldn't quite get the run on the leaders he was looking for. That's happening just a little bit in front of Jeff Ware. We continue to race for the lead. Schmidt on the bottom. Grabowski up top off of turn number 4. Grabowski back to the point.
Down the front straightaway going to be George Grabowski. Right there to the race. Jay Schmidt to follow the tire tracks. TJ Herndon out of Atwood, Tennessee, working the bottom of the racetrack. Atwood has won some big money shows at the Batesville Motor Speedway in the fall in that stock car. Working off of turn number 4, Grabowski, a former national stock car champion, your race leader.
Caden Carter, you talked about him. Jerry got hustled off of the racetrack, lost wholesale positions. He's fought back to position number 5 in the 1X, right in front of Derek Green, who runs 6th. 7th right now is Bakarma in that final shot to the LCQ. Will flash by the flag stand, ticking down 9 laps to go.
Bakarma's got the 250 and Tathan Burkhardt rolling the top of the racetrack behind that 32 of Derek Green. Green on the top, Bakarma on the bottom, 250 at bay. Back there, one out looking in, flags are crossed. We are halfway home on this first B qualifier.
Things getting tightened up across the top 5 cars as 4th place running Jeff Ware has caught. Here's the battle a little bit deeper as the 12X of Bakarma. Burkhardt in the mix, coming back to the outside of Bakarma. Bakarma shuts his door on that run for the 7th and final transfer spot to the LCQ. Slider off of turn number 4. Burkhardt has it back.
Tathan Burkhardt, the 250, lays it on up there. It's still Grabowski, Schmidt, Herndon. Now Jeff Ware, caution is out. Axaholics caution out for Carter Evans around in the bottom of turn number 4.
Herndon out of Atwood, Tennessee. You know what they say in Tennessee?
No, I don't.
Corn don't grow on Rocky Top.
Oh, no, it don't.
That's why they get their corn from a jar.
Ooh, I like corn from a jar. Field getting ready to come back to the green flag. Oh, Grabowski and Schmidt got together on the start. They'll work him on down the front straightaway. Green's up. Here we go. Jeff Ware, Columbus, Nebraska racer. Gonna roll that 83 down around the bottom side. Derek Green's there now. Herndon. Oh, Jay Schmidt got hustled back off the straightaway. Jay Schmidt's run is done. As he comes back to the tail of the field, now Caden Carter gonna work on TJ Herndon down the front straightaway.
Remember, Carter got shuffled off the track on the initial start, was back 10th, maybe deeper. Right now, he's back into a transfer spot to the big show later tonight. Here comes Matthias Lux working on the TNT2 of Tripp. That's a battle deeper in the field. Tripp right now, last time by the stripe, was 8th, Lux 9th. Jackson Mulder completes the top 10.
Field of work on down. It's going to be Grabowski right there, your race leader, followed by Jeff Ware to the number 2 spot. 7th, Nick McCarma, the 12, is back under attack by the 250 at Tathan Burkhart. Burkhart, the silver car with the orange stripes on the bottom, working it right there. McCarma, the black and white 12, working on the bottom as they hustle the top at turn number 1 and 2.
Little Dynamite 1 spot out of a transfer, not far behind that. They're 3 wide with Lux going through the middle. And the 12 of Dustin Smith working the very bottom side of the speedway. This is outside of a transfer spot to the LCQ as the 12 of Dustin Smith went from 10th to 8th, then slips back to 9th.
Piolo scurry down the back straightaway. McCarma in the black and white 12, your final transfer car. Meanwhile, Grabowski, Ware, and Carter working the field. Now here comes Caden Carter, the gas man, got the run, getting into 1. He'll lay it up there at the top. Jeff Ware gets 4 to the fluff. TJ Herndon. Now Jeff Ware off the racetrack, overdrove it. He's going to be done on this one. And that is going to move him and shake him to the Farmers Savings Bank of Astoria final time. Here the white flag is out.
How about Caden Carter? Never gives him no trouble.
Down the front straightaway. We're going yellow.
Uh-oh.
Yellow's out. Not sure what happened to Scott Rice up here. There about 3 or 4 of them got together off of turn number 4. And that will bring out the caution flag, and it's time. Green, white, checkered. Beat TJ Herndon down there. Let's see what happens here deep in the field. Oh, wow. Somebody hard on the outside retaining wall. That was the 4 of Jackson Mulder. That thing come the rear tires off the ground from our vantage point up here.
And head back to the trailer.
That's Caden Carter. Don't ever give up on that kid.
Yeah, look at this.
He is quick.
He's got a chance of winning this in starting 5th in the show later tonight.
Grabowski, your race leader. Green, white, checkered. Here we go. Grabowski turns him down the hill. Green is waving. It goes high in the air. 2 laps to go. Grabowski, Carter. Look at Derek Green with a run in the 32. He's going to slide it up the hill. Thought he had a run on Herndon, but that's going to let McCarma and Burkhart come to the inside. Now the 12 with Doug Smith gets hustled off the back straightaway.
McCarma was in the 7th spot. Suddenly he's in 4th. White flag in the air. Here's Jordan Grabowski, Caden Carter, TJ Herndon in those spots to the A. They'll all run the top side through the 1st and 2nd turn. Down the back straightaway. Can Carter build a run in the final turns? Here he comes, Jerry.
Caden Carter says, I'm in. I'm just going to run second to this guy. Jordan Grabowski with the win. Caden Carter, TJ Herndon, Nick McCarma, Tathan Burkhart, Derek Green, and look at that. Devin Tripp going there to the 7th spot. Grandstand of the bleachers, 239,375. Red ticket, 239,375. Stop on down. Sorry, Colton. Sid Mosier, the 27 out of Sioux City, the 27 up on the pole along Colby Fett, the 00 out of Algona.
Brandon Schmidt in the 2021 CZ, Cole Zarnetsky.
Row number 399, Jesse Sobbing, 50B, Brock Badger.
Matthew Loaf, Tim Watson, row 4.
Row number 5, Michael Jeanette, 93, 18, Tom Schmidt.
Tom Drury into 21D, 26, Justin Addison in row 6.
Row 7 will be Chad Tenaple at 25T. 25J is Josh Daniels. Jason Breeze at 21B. Oh boy, then it'll be the 1B, Brandon Hood, Buck Shafroth. Then we'll see Jeremy Down, Tom Hagedorn, and Sean Bruns. Green's out. Here we go down the back straightaway to turn 3, Sean.
Mosier to the bottom side of the speedway. Colby Fett up top looking for the lead. He's got it. 1 lap in, still 14 to go. The fans right in front of us like seeing the 00 go to the lead.
You bet. Colby Fett on up there. Big Sid Mosier right back there to third. Here comes Sobbing. Oh, Brock Badger drives it up off the back straightaway. Into turn number 3 and 4, the 99 of Sobbing on the bottom to the outside is the 20 of Brandon Schmidt.
Sobbing had the 3rd spot at the scoring stripe. Schmidt trying to come back after him off of turn number 2. He'll do that. They're side by side right behind Mosier as they race to turn number 3. Sobbing back to the bottom. Turns 3 and 4 look to be very good for Sobbing as he works the bottom. We go 3 wide at the exit.
Off of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Mosier, Sobbing, and Schmidt back there. Sharninsky into 21 CZ. And look at this, the 93 of Michael Jeanette and the 99L of Loaf back there. That is for 7th. Watch them. They're fanned out again. 2 and 3 wide. Look at Jesse Sobbing. What a run out of the 99.
Bold move off of turn 4, and it paid off that time, Cotton. Here goes the number 20 of Schmidt to the very bottom side of the speedway, trying to hustle Mosier for the 3rd and final spot to the A main. The 20 of Schmidt on the inside. Mosier goes up top. Zarnetsky takes a peek to the middle line. He'll look to the outside now. Contact right there at the flag stand.
Oh, they made contact. Working it on Ann Charnetsky, though. I don't know if the right front got knocked down or not. Battle for the lead. Here we go. It'll be the 00 machine right there to the top. Colby Fett. Crazy 99 of Jesse Sobbing down there. 3rd is Mosier. 4th is Schmidt. 5th is Shardansky. Badger back up to 6th, and Matt Loaf is your 7th and final transfer car. Down the back straightaway we go. Battle for the lead.
Michael Jeanette got over the cushion in turn 1, lost several spots, but that battle for the lead is red hot once again. Off of turn number 4, Colby Fett just got snookered. Jesse Sobbing to the race lead.
Oh, crazy 99 got him. It'll be Sobbing right there. Gonna roll her back on the haunches. Let her eat down the back straightaway. Sobbing, Fett, Mosier, Schmidt, Charnetsky. Then it is Badger, and now Tom Schmidt in the 18 car. This is your battle right here. The 18 and the 99L. That's for the 7th and final transfer spot. We'll keep our eyes on that one as Tom Schmidt down around the bottom. Got him. He'll go to the number 7 spot in the 18 car.
Matt Loaf locked into a front 4 starting spot in the Sportmod feature. What can he do to keep his chances on the table in these stock cars right now? He's 1 out as Tom Schmidt pulled away by 7/10 of a second that lap in front of the 99L of Loaf.
Down the back straightaway, battle for 3rd. Here we go to turn 3. Watch the 20 of Brandon Schmidt. The 27 of Mosier, the 21 CZ. Zarnitsky down to the inside that time. Zarnitsky to 4th. If you get to the top 3, you're in the A. Off of 2 and down the back straightaway. It's gonna be Tom Schmidt now up into the number 5 spot. They'll work him on down and around Sean for 3rd on back. It's anybody's no.
Yeah, Jerry, it has been wild back here. Mosier just looked way too tight when he was running the cushion. He'll take the 27 to the bottom side of the speedway, opens the top for the 50B of Brock Badger, who was 3-wheeling earlier this race. He's settled his game plan down just a little bit. He'll get a big run on Mosier again. Mosier looks tight at the entry of the corner. Oh, Badger scrapes the concrete and turns 3 and 4 and loses 1, 2, maybe 3 spots.
Oh, and don't count out Michael Jeanette. He wants to come up and play a little baseball catch with his junkyard balls and make it happen. MVP in it, up there to the 8th spot. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Hang on, Calvi. He's a-moving. 2 to go. Jeanette now. Badger bangs a cush. Michael Jeanette looking for the number 7 spot. He got it.
He's got it. That keeps his hopes alive as he'll race back to turn number 1. Brandon Schmidt Tom Schmidt right in front of them. The 18 of Tom works the bottom. Brandon up top, right behind Sid Mosier. That 93 of Michael Jeanette has jumped the cushion multiple times, but he's got himself back into a spot to the LCQ. Right now, Jesse Saubing working on one more lap to a checkered flag.
Oh, look at the battle for fourth down into turn 1 and 2. 1, 2, and 3 are solidified. Mosier, Schmidt, and Brandon Schmidt. Tom Schmidt on the bottom, big iron checker out for Saubing. Watch him down into turn 3. Tom Schmidt to the bottom, Saubing, Fed, Sarninski. Who's it going to be for fourth? Mosier, followed by Tom Schmidt, Brandon Schmidt, no relation. In seventh and final car to race again tonight will be the 93 of Michael Jeanette.
Fantastic racing once again.
I don't know if you know this or not, Sean, but I love IMCA Stock Cars. I love them. Still do not understand why the Werewolves of London like Chinese food so much. Give me some beef chow mein. Oh, the Werewolves are out tonight. Full moon to the east, a sexy sunset to the west. There's the Casey's.
I hope these race fans and race teams have been good to the staff at the Casey's across the street. It's been a busy week for them over there.
Yes, it has. We got through the little late last night. It's the Werewolves of London again. Caution lights are out. Another 15 lapper here for you, kids and cats. Hang on to them. Working off at turn number 4, Mr. Clean, Travis Barker, and the Gentle Giant, Troy Burkhardt. Here comes the 7L of Larson. He'll lay to the bottom side. Jim Horsch is right there. Work him 3 deep, off a 2 and out of back straight away. Oh boy, hang tight. Look at the Gentle Giant, Troy Burkhardt. White Castles are served. You saw him this afternoon running that slider line.
Barker goes to the bottom trying to protect against the slider. Instead, Burkhardt, he'll slide through the middle up to the cushion. Here comes Jeffrey Larson back into third, getting by Jake Masters for that position. They'll hustle back to the third turn. Big slider again, sliding himself is Burkhardt. He loves that slider line, but Barker, he loves the race lead.
Oh, yeah, right on in there. It will be down the back straightaway. It will be on up front, your race leader.
Caution.
Oh, yeller's out. Axaholic caution flag out for the 007 of Luke Lemons.
Go to his outside. Masters in. Horsch goes high.
Really?
Frederick and the Bobcats.
Because if you're in an odd position, you have to go high to the outside.
Yeah.
Jim does. Go to the outside on this restart. Working off of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Barker, your leader. It's going to be the 7L of Larson. Going to run to the outside. Look at Micaiah Heidelbaugh up there. Here comes Larson. Jeffrey Larson to the top of the racetrack. Nothing to be had. Look at Kyle Frederick. Frederick in the purple 50F out of Oconto Falls, Wisconsin. 4 wide. Here we go. The bomb pop. Micaiah Heidelbaugh around the outside. Here they come. The Bobcat goes up their top. Jim Horsch down there in the 25. Now the battle for the race lead. Heidelbaugh hustled off the back straightaway. It will be right back there to the bottom of the racetrack. The 30 of Barker to the top is Larson. Down the front straightaway we go. It is Larson, Barker, Burkhardt. 21 of Horschy. Working her right there. Jim Horsch down around the tires.
Things got tight in turns 3 and 4. Heidelbaugh lost wholesale positions, has drifted to the deep end of the field. Here comes Masters working the high side right behind Horsch. Meantime, Larson's taking the lead in this one. Barker in the second position.
Jim Horsch has got company. Here comes Jake Masters down around the bottom side. Masters is down there. Jim Horsch round the top. Right ahead of them is that third place to the A. That is Burkhardt. Now Zachary Madrid down there in the 5 car. Gonna show his hat to the ring. They'll hustle the front straightaway. Man, from third on back, she's open for business.
Yeah, it is wild, and some of that three-wide life gets back underway in turn number 2. Masters all the way up top of the bottom side. Madrid, Horse trying to get back to the outside of Burkhart for that ticket to tonight's A-Main. Slides up right in front of Masters.
Jim Horse trying the top of the racetrack. He's usually a bottom runner. Now look at this. Jake Masters is going to lay her deep to the cush. It'll be Horse to the outside of Madrid. Jim Horse is going to get hustled on back another spot. He'll go to the top of 3 and 4. The 21 car out of Marshall, Minnesota, working upstairs as they come down the stripe.
Austin Brand's got the wall in turn number 3. 3 wide again down into turn number 1, trying to make it a 4-car battle for one single third-place position. Masters not quite enough room to get to the outside of Horse. Burkhart back to the bottom. Masters nearly shoves the 21 of Horse as they got into the corner.
Man, Masters is all over the back of Horse like a dirty shirt. Jim's going to get back down to the bottom, going to roll it on the tires. But Burkhart, Masters, and Frederick on the outside. Down the back straightaway, Jim Horse now back into the number 3 spot. It'll be Burkhart up there in the 25X. Madrid on the bottom. They hustle up 3 wide. Now it is Jake Masters. Masters that time into the number 4 spot.
Horse was waiting for his opportunity to get to the bottom, then got stuck in the middle. Here comes Burkhart back to the outside of Horse in the 21. They're right behind second place running Travis Barker. Big slider coming in turn number 3. Slide job. He's got it. Burkhart, big move. Here comes Barker with the crossover back to the inside. And 3 wide behind him, a pack of 5.
Oh, Doctor, here you go. Like we said, stock cars doing stock car things. Larson is gone. Burkhart there in a second. Jake Masters coming to the outside. He'll diamond it down off the top of turn 4. It's going to be Burkhart. Now Burkhart going to be back into the number 3 spot. Put the 11, the fan favorite of Jake Masters. Now it's Burkhart back up. Masters comes down off the slider. Going to cross it up and they move to turn number 3. I guarantee you Burkhart, survey says White Castles from Burkhart.
He'll slide back up to the top. The 11 of Masters back to his inside. Green goes high. 2 laps to go in this one. Masters gets tight on the top side of the speedway, or tight for Burkhart getting in there. 3, nearly 4 wide off of turn number 2. Burkhart finds grip on the bottom, shoots into that second spot. Here comes Masters working to his outside. Burkhart's going to slide up, grab that cushion, come to the white.
Nobody has any idea Jeffrey Larson just took the white flag because we are glued on the prize back here. Jim Horse is going to roll the midsection to the inside of Masters. Masters around the outside. This is for 3rd and 4th down the back straightaway. Larson with the win. We'll watch him into turn number 3. Burkhart lets it slide to the top. Grabs a cush. Down the hill comes Masters. Here comes Horse at the line. Got him! Got him! Got him! Jake Masters to second. Burkhart, Horse, Madrid, Barker, and Frederick. Whew. I'm here to tell you what, if that didn't turn you on, it's because you ain't got a switch. Wow. Hey, let's do it again with number 4. Shelby Williams, Bonham, Texas, the 82, and Lance Borgman, Beatrice, Nebraska, the 76.
Row 2, 14X, Jason Fisher, Lakefield, Minnesota, 9, Eric Mullick, Green Bay.
Gonna see Austin Miners, Polk City, the 8M, and Braden Richards. Oh, there's that Team Skeet Elite there, the 11R, side by side.
Damon Murdy, 99D, and the 43, Rick Dixon, row 4.
Tim Rupp, the 33, Jesse Rogotsky, Triple X.
Abe Hulls in the 30C, 20V, Dustin Viss.
26 Junior out of Little Rock, Arkansas, Hayden Lynn, Chris Paul's Rock C5.
Stefan Siebesma, 5B, 78, Kevin Latour.
Gonna see the 03, Tim Warner, the N1, Dale Nelson.
Justin Thornton, Cleo Adams, the rest of the grid. Jerry, we are green. B4 of 5, same story, 3 to the A.
3 to the A, 7 transfer total. Shelby Williams, a Bonham, Texas racer, right there at the top spot. Williams up on the cush. Here we go, off of turn number 4. Williams, Boardman, then it will be the 9 of Mollick, Richards, Fisher, Miners, and Murdy. Those are your top runners on down the back straightaway into turn number 3.
Borgman through the middle already. Shelby Williams trying to pull away from the field, nearly 3 wide for that second spot. As the 9 of Maulik works the very bottom side of the speedway to the inside of Borgman. Lap number 2, Maulik in second. Borgman slides back to third. Richards right in that mix in the 11R.
They'll hurry on down into turn number 1 and 2. It is going to be Matt, the 11R of Braden Richards to the 4 spot. 5's up for grabs. It is the 14 of Fisher. Look at the Chelsea Charger. Damon Murdy going to come across the snoot of 2 of them. Parking on the cush. He will lose it as Dix says, oh boy, you ain't going to block this one. Rick Dix right there, the 43 car, the hard Charger out of Wisconsin. Down the back straightaway. Down Damon Murdy. Gonna see Dix go to the top. Down to the bottom goes Murdy. Says, I gotta find me a place to get around. But Dix working that 43 car around the outside.
Yeah, that right there is the area where they are in contention to be eliminated here tonight. Last time by the stripe, Tim Rupp was in the 8th spot. If that's how they finish, they go home. The race is done. Out front, Shelby Williams pulling away, nearly a 1.8 second lead for him. Everything behind them, it's still up for grabs.
Murdy that time getting around Dix. Now Rick Dix is 1 out looking in. Gonna come up a little short on this one. The 33 of Rupp right there. Little Timmy Rupp goes 3 wide. Murdy to the outside. Murdy, Rupp, and Fisher as they come 3 wide. Now back to 2 wide. Murdy not able to get the steam off of turn number 4 as he does getting into turn number 3.
Yeah, Murdy now is on the hot seat, position number 7, going right in front of Rick Dix. Austin Miner's not too far behind as well. Side by side into turn 3. Fisher on the bottom. Murdy tight getting into the 3rd turn. Finds the cushion, finds the gas. Here's a battle just in front of them. That is for the 2nd spot. Braden Richards make that for 3rd. Richards has 3rd. 4th to Sir Lancelot.
Braden Richards up on the outside. Lance Borgman on the bottom side. They're wheel to wheel down the back straightaway. Borgman 76. Richards the 11R. They'll come on down this time. There will be 7 laps to go. Shelby Williams out front just like the last heat race. The 7 car was gone, and there was racing all the way through the field. 2nd is Maulik, Richards, Borgman, Rupp, Murdy, and Fisher.
In this battle we're watching with Richards, Borgman, and Rupp, that is for a spot to the A main. That's the race for 3rd. Richards has it in the 11R. The 33 of Tim Rupp's been picking his way through the field, started 9th, and he's in that battle for position number 3 to go to the A.
So they'll work him on down the back straight away. It's going to be Shelby Williams, 3.5 seconds. Here comes Tim Rupp looking to the bottom side. The 33 of Timmy Rupp out of Cherokee, working the 11R of Braden Richards out of Madrid. They'll work him on down into turn 1 and 2. Maulik is 2nd, Richards 3rd, Rupp is 4th in the 33, 5th is Borgman, they're in the 76, the 99X of Murdy, and the 14 of Jason Fisher is on the bump spot, and he's got company. They're 4 wide for the 5th spot down the front straightaway. Dix goes swinging to the top. Dix rubs on the 14 of Fisher, shuts him down on the bottom. Now Abe Holes going to the outside of Rick Dix in the 43 car. You got Dix, Fisher, Holes, and Miner. They are swinging at each other off of turn number 4.
Earlier this afternoon, Abe Holes was a hard Charger in event. He's doing it again in this one. 1 spot out of a transfer spot to the LCQ. Rick Dix has the last position. We start to battle it out once again a little bit in front of them for the final transfer spot to the A main. Braden Richards a little misstep in turn 3. Here comes Rupp to his inside.
Battle for 3rd, the 11R and the 33. This is for the A main. They'll work it on down. Green side of the air. It'll be Farmer Savings Bank of Fostoria. Final lap coming. Shelby Williams going to see the white flag. Now you see it. Bro got one up in the crate on the front straightaway. Yellow, 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 yellow. Look out, look out. Yellow is out. Not sure the car number, but piled her into the fence right up here on the flag stand, right under, up on the front straightaway. That's Latour out of LeSueur, Minnesota. Kevin Latour, man, right in front of your leaders.
advance one more position to get to that LCQ. Shelby Williams, big lead, that's gone. Here we go.
Yeah, it was like a 5.5 second lead. Green, white, checkered. Here we go. Shelby Williams brings the brigade of hounds down the front straightaway. It's up, it's out. We're racing on down to turn number 1. Look at B-Rich. Braden Richards to the top. Damon Murdy. Look at the Chelsea Charger. Down the back straightaway, Richards is there. They'll keep him at bay. They're going to be 4 wide down in turn 3 and 4. Farmers Savings Bank of Astoria. Final trip is coming. Anybody's race for second on back.
Williams looks strong. He's going to win this, but who goes to the A? Who goes to the LCQ? Who gets eliminated? Half lap to find out. Tim Rupp has that final transfer spot to the A in the 33. Here comes the 11R of Richards. One last ditch effort up top. They'll come to the big iron checker, Jerry.
It'll be Williams, Malik, Richards. Then it is Rupp. And Abe Holes, Damon Murdy, and Lance Borgman go 5, 6, and 7. And man, Rick Dix, one spot out in 8th. We will see Dylan Thornton out of Keystone, Iowa on the pole to his outside. That will be the 5L of Dustin Larson.
33Z Zach Vanderbeek of New Sharon, Iowa. The 12N Gage Neal out of Anamosa, row 2.
Row number 3, it'll be the 19 TW, Tim Ward out of Harcourt, and Jeff Mueller from Boone, 77M.
Row 4, Elijah Siebenbergen in 66Z, and the 3H of Ty Hill.
Gonna be the 199X, Jeremy Christians, 54, Benji Lacrosse, they're both from Wisconsin.
822, Jake McBurney, 01, Troy Jerevitz in row 6.
Andrew Kloss, Greg Elliott, Daniel Ekblad, Reed Payne, Mike Mullen, Trevor Holm, Riley Christensen, and Riley McGee round out the field. As we go green flag racing, your 5th and final qualifier for the week of the stock cars. Same verse, just a different race. Top 3 to the A, top 7 race again. Coming down the front straightaway, Dylan Thornton, your race leader.
He'll bring us back to turn number 1 as we had some more of that 3 wide life on that opening lap. Larson through the middle, got the 12 and of Gage Neal down to his inside. Side by side for that spot. Car going around deeper in the field down in turn number 1. We'll see what happens there. We race with Zach Vanderbeek in the 4th position as the caution lights come on around the speedway. Yellow is out.
Caution out for the 17 of Trevor Holm. 17H Trevor Holm out of Slatona, Minnesota. Working it on up there, getting back around.
We got 1 lap in, 14 laps to go.
Oh, we
this
did?
5th qualifier, yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at that.
Wow. That is quite the front balance or the nose on Ty Hill. Is that cardboard?
It looks like a box. They took a box, they had some white 100-mile-an-hour tape, wrapped it around the nose of the car, stuck it up. Look at that. They're in a transfer spot to the LCQ.
Yes.
Who needs a fancy
Maybe I hope the height and the width passes Super Dave's inspection.
Could you imagine?
Oh. Caution lights are off, 14 to go. Field of work down into turn 3 and 4. Dylan Thornton, your race leader. Green's up, we're underway.
Neal and Larson resume their battle for the 2nd and 3rd positions as they go down into 1. Gage Neal has the advantage at the apex. Here comes Zach Vanderbeek. Big drive off the bottom of turn number 2. Vanderbeek to the inside of Larson as he sends it to the top side of the speedway. Thornton a little tight against the cushion. Here comes Larson and Neal after him as they go by the stripe once again.
Little tight. I puckered up. I thought that thing was going right to the crete as it grabbed a hold of the cush down there. Going to be your race leader, Dylan Thornton. Now Gage Neal. Ty Hill's around to the bottom, and we are yellow.
Caution was being called for debris somewhere prior to turn 1.
Oh, that's right. You can listen in.
Yeah. Oh, McBurney, flat left rear.
Flat left rear on the 82 car.
Elijah Zevenbergen up to that 7th spot last on the last scored lap. Here's a replay. Zevenbergen. Here comes McBurney. Ah, there you go. A little contact.
Yeah, McBurney had the line. Ty Hill couldn't get woed up fast enough, and then he made contact with McBurney. Took down the left rear tire on the 82.
I do a lot of different kind of races. Sprint car racing, I do all that. Don't hate me for it. IMCA shows. I had never had that much fun in my lifetime at a race until I come and joined you at the Super Nationals a few years ago. And
oh, yeah, you've been down there with your buddy old Jared Nitro.
he's tuned in tonight.
Is he?
Watching. He's not tuned in. He's just watching.
He'd be tuned up.
Yeah.
He might be. He might be having a Shasta or 6.
You want to party, you go to, if you're watching at home on one of these, on Vantage or IMCA, go to one of these big IMCA weekends, multi-day events. I promise you will have fun, racing or not.
There was a lot of fellowship. Fellowship is what I call it. Speaking of fellowship's going to be thrown out the window because we're back to the green flag, and Dylan Thornton's going to lead the brigade. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Thornton right there, your race leader. Gage Neal to the number 2 spot. Larson. Tim Ward to the bottom, and that 19 teed up. To the outside goes Zach Vanderbeek. Old Beek up there on the top. Phantom out 3 wide down the front straightaway.
Watch Zevenbergen here as he'll go to the bottom side. He's been the one car really trying to make the hay work on the top side of 1 and 2. He'll dig on the bottom there. 3 wheels it behind. Tim Ward has a 5L of Dustin Larson, tries to claim second from the 12N of Gage Neal. Zevenbergen works the bottom. Tim Ward up top. Oh, it's close there. Neal back around the outside of Larson.
Larson and Neal battling for second. Now look at Easy going to the top. Zevenbergen upstairs. Looking to haul her the long way around. 7th right now is the 54 of Benji Lacrosse. Big Money Benji on the 7th spot. The General, Troy Juravitz, trying to get in. He sits in the number 8 spot right now. Zevenbergen committed to the high line. Look at that. The 54 machine gonna keep her at bay. Went through the midsection, and here comes Troy Juravitz looking for 7th.
Boy, Zevenbergen is just sending it on the top and sent it a little too much. Got over the cushion, has to turn it down in turn number 4. Gives Vanderbeek an opportunity to look back to his inside. Watch Zevenbergen down here in turn number 1, right there at the very, very tippy top of the racetrack. Tries to have that momentum down the back straightaway. Zevenbergen grabs the spot, however.
Down the back straightaway to turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be Dylan Thornton up there, your race leader, followed by Gage Neal Dust. Oh, look out! Tim Ward! Not sure what happened. They were all sliding for life over there. Man, Zevenbergen hit the green. Look out, hit the wall so hard the 4 tires came off the ground. But he's back in the fuel.
Yeah, he's in the 8th spot. He's 1 out of a transfer to the LCQ. He's got some distance to make him. I don't know how that car is still moving.
Me neither.
Goodness.
So it'll be Larson. That is Dustin Larson, the 5L, going to work down around the bottom for second on Gage Neal. Juravitz and Lacrosse are side by side down there in turn number 3. The blue 54 and the orange 01. Neal back there on the bottom side again, side by side for second. It'll be the 12 machine of Neal, the 5L right there, coming back to the inside. That'll be Dustin Larson out of Rushmore.
They'll both work to top. Larson nearly got into the concrete. Here comes Vanderbeek on the bottom. Larson, diamond cut in turn number 4. He'll get right back to the rear bumper of Gage Neal as they go to the bottom side in turn number 1. Meantime, Jerry, the 66E of Elijah Zevenbergen, don't count him out. He's only 1.8 seconds behind Troy Jarovitz for 7th.
We'll have 4 to go, and if anybody's hoping for a caution or somebody's miscue of navigation up front, it is that 66Z of Zevenbergen. Thornton gone. Neal working the number 2 spot. 3rd is Larson. 4th is Ward. Vanderbeek, Lacrosse, and Juravitz. Now Larson one more time. Back to the inside of the 12N of Gage Neal out of Anamosa. Working him down the front straightaway this time. 3 to go.
Larson and Neal have been right there racing each other since the drop of the green flag in this final B-Main qualifier. Here comes Larson back to the inside. Got a big drive off of turn number 2. Gage Neal runs in the third spot. He'll go to the top. Larson on the bottom. Neal up top. Vanderbeek right behind him. T-Dub got tight right behind him. Big slider from Larson. Crossover from Neal. Neal's got it with 2 to go.
Getting on down to turn number 1 and 2. Dustin Larson right there in second. Larson will see Dylan Thornton. He's going to come down to the Farmers Savings Bank of Astoria. Final lap. The white flag is waving. Gage Neal, Dustin Larson, Vanderbeek, Ward, Lacrosse, and Jerovich, your top 7.
Final time off of turn number 2. Thornton, he's gone. Don't worry about him. Behind him, though, still pretty tight between the 12 of Neal, the 5L of Larson. You see them go into turn number 3. Vanderbeek trying to make one last-ditch effort to go directly to the A-main. Big iron checkered flag. Thornton gets it. No changes in the top 3 as Neal gets second, Larson third, Vanderbeek fourth, Tim Ward fifth, sixth to Benji Lacrosse, and Troy Jerovitz gets that last spot to the last chance qualifier. Dylan Thornton, Gage Neal, Dustin Larson have qualified for tonight's A-main.
So now we have 19 cars in both divisions locked in. We will come back with 2 last chance qualifiers to make up our 24 car fields. Up at the Independence Motor Speedway, 47 modifieds were checked in. 1,500 to win, 200 to start. Plus we'll have all of our other great classes on June 3rd. June 3rd. Of course, the June 7th and 8th, the Midwest Enduro Championship Enduro is here. Then we'll come back on June 24th. So a lot of on-track action happening in the month of June right here at the Clay County Fair Speedway. Hobby stock, 6 laps of distance. Here we go.
Looked like Bryant Johnson pulled off the racetrack just prior to the green flag. Was scheduled to start outside of row 5.
I hate it when Johnson pulls off.
Look at that, 4 wide immediately in the hobby stocks.
Oh boy, Mike Smith, 22, your race leader. Gonna work it up around the outside off of turn number 4. It will be Smith, followed by Frederick. Old Meatloaf. There's Cody Williams out of Minneapolis, Kansas in the 77. Right there to the number 3 spot.
Work to turn 3. Justin Frederick, Mike Smith, bumper to bumper, literally through 3 and 4 in front of Cody Williams in the 77. 2 laps in. 3 laps in. No, 2 laps in. 4 laps to go. 6 lap heats here in the hobby stocks. Big run coming for the 23. Tate Harrison working to the outside of the 7 of Jeremy Wagner. That's the race for 4th. They'll make their way off of turn number 4. They'll get to the halfway points in heat 1.
So they'll work them on down and around into turn number 1 and 2. It's going to be Mike Smith, your race leader. Smith on out front, followed by Frederick, and then the 77 of Cody Williams. Williams will work it on down into turn number 3. Sitting there in the number 3 spot, they hurry on down. 2 to go.
Ooh, listen. You can hear the tire skid into the corner. Exactly. Mike Smith looking strong out front. Justin Frederick in second, still holding the 77 of Cody Williams in position 3. They'll work off the inside of turn number 4. White flag flies. 1 lap to go in heat race number 1 of the hobbies.
So they'll work them on down and around. Smith, Frederick, Harris, and Wagner. Of course, all cars transfer to the A. Working them on in, down the front straightaway. Checkers out. Mike Smith. Kyle or Justin Frederick, Tate Harris, and Jeremy Wagner, your top 4. We'll go to run number 2. It'll be Corey Probst, the 75C out of Brewster, Minnesota. Sanborn, Iowa, 717, and Nick Schilling
Spencer's Brandon Nielsen in the T8 starts 5th. Outside the 3rd row, Evan Shetler from Adrian, Minnesota, car 17.
John Watson from Des Moines, the 4W. Tyler Smith, Sioux City, Iowa, 22T.
Final row, the 45, Drew Bargloff of Sioux Rapids, and Josh Seidels from Emmitsburg, car 99X. 6 laps.
Yeah, there you have it. Field looking for the green flag off of turn number 4. It's up, it's out. Here we go.
Jay DeVries on that outside line. We'll take it right through the middle. Nick Schilling going to try the high line. Gets hustled back a couple spots. Then comes storming back down the back straightaway as Corey Probst works the bottom side. Uh-oh, car going around in turn number 3.
Evan Shetler parks it up on the Cretan over there.
Everyone gets going. Side by side for 3rd. Tate Nielsen, the T8 to the inside. After the 5K of Jeremy True. Nielsen has the 3rd spot, brings with him the 4W of John Watson. Up to 4th, Jay DeVries. It doesn't have to look pretty to run fast. He'll lead off of turn number 4.
No, it doesn't, Sean. It's quick up front. They'll work him on down. It will be DeVries, Probst on the bottom, John Watson working on in. They'll hurry on down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Going to be DeVries, your race leader.
Probst trying to search around to get a line. He'll duck down to the bottom right in front of the T8 of Nielsen. And the 4W of John Watson. Top 4, a little bit of a breakaway as the 5K Jeremy True, the pole sitter, takes it to the infield. They'll make their way off of turn number 4. We'll see the green flag go high in the air. 2 laps to go. In our final hobby stock heat race, Modifieds up next. In the order of events, DeVries, Probst. Back to turn 3, look at Nielsen. He'll try the high line through 3 and 4. Nielsen up at the cushion. They'll come to the white flag. Nielsen's going to try one more time here on this final lap. Runs 3rd. Probst looks content to settle in the 3rd spot as your leader. Jay DeVries takes him into the final set of turns. DeVries off of turn number 4. He'll look up. He'll see the big iron checkered flag. Jay DeVries gets the win. Corey Probst, Brandon Nielsen, John Watson, and Josh Seidels, the top 5. Make that the 717 of Nick Schilling in the 5th spot. So 2 heat races for the hobby stocks into the books. We'll turn the book. Thornton into his car, making his way onto the racetrack. He'll make his way to the row 1 starting spot on the inside line. Ricky Thornton, Chris Abelson, row 1. Tom Berry Jr., Matt Bonine, row 2. Jake McBurney, Jordan Rogotsky, row 3. Cole Zarnetsky, Isaac Malakote, row 4. 8 cars, 8 times around. First of 3 modified heat races.
Field of work off at turn number 4. Thornton and Abelson bring him on down and around. Green's out. Down the back straightaway, Ricky Thornton Jr. right there, your race leader. Thornton on up front, going to be followed by Tom Berry Jr. and Abelson.
Thornton slips a little bit off the bottom in turn number 4. He'll enter in the middle of turn 1. Tom Berry Jr. works the inside, coming after your race leader. Couldn't quite get alongside Ricky Thornton Jr. They'll go back into turn number 3. They'll both dive to the bottom. Abelson right behind them. McBurney on the move. He's up to the 4th spot in 82. Again, Thornton lets it swing high out from turn number 4 and stretches his lead to a half second. Lead change, Tom Berry Jr. to the position off of turn number 2 as Thornton tried to work the high side of the speedway. He'll do the same. Berry slides up across the racetrack. Thornton tried to cut to the inside, was too tight, couldn't quite do it. Abelson enters that mix as well. So Abelson 3rd, Thornton in 2nd. Tom Berry Jr. stretches it out to 3 car lengths as they go back to the 3rd turn.
Field of work on down into turn number 3 and 4. Going to be TBJ and RTJ 1 and 2. Abelson to the number 3 spot, followed by McBurney, Malakote, and Czarninski. Down the back straightaway, the 11X machine is out front.
Malakote, we saw him on the screen moments ago from 8th up to 5th, but here we are up front. Tom Berry Jr. the 11. He'll go to the bottom. All the way up top is Ricky Thornton Jr. Abelson, you saw him down there by the tires as well. Tom Berry Jr. He'll try the top. Thornton to the bottom. A little line change going on as they go to turn number 3. Off of turn 4, they look up and see a waving green for 2 to go. Car in the wall. McBurney hard in the concrete.
We will go right to the yellow flag. Not sure what happened. Jake McBurney took a big shot to the outside retaining wall. Tough break for the Boone Racer.
Springs off the spring.
Yeah, he's got some troubles on that. Probably going to need a hook. He's tore up pretty bad on the right front, it looks like. Billy Bradford and the gang going to head on up there.
Replay.
Sets the car right there, and it's just going to... Ooh. Back end come out, grab the cushion, and then, man, slap that right front into the fence. Tough break for Jake McBurney up there in the 82 car.
I think the spring flew out of the car and actually hit the side of Isaac Malakote's number 11.
Ooh.
Malakote, Czarninski, Bonine, and Rogatski. The running order. Green, white, checkered, 2 to go. Heat race number 1 for the IMCA Modifieds.
Field get ready to come off at turn number 4 and down the front straightaway. Green is up, 2 to go. Down the back straightaway, got one around in turn number 2. I believe that's Rogatski. Get it going, get it going. We'll give them plenty of time to get going. We're not going to throw a yellow quite yet because the cars aren't there. The green will stay out, and it's perfect because he got off the racetrack and we can stay racing. Oh, my goodness.
I like how that works. Here we go.
I do too.
Thornton's got a run here. Final set of turns. He'll dive to the inside. Ricky Thornton Jr. slide job. Tom Berry Jr. trying to cross back to the stripe. Thornton.
Wow. Wow, Ricky Thornton Jr., Tom Berry Jr., Chris Abelson, and Cole Czarninski, your top 4. Going to row number 3, it'll be the 38C of Kelly Drury from Eldora, and the 4TW, Tim Ward out of Harcourt.
Triple X Jesse Rogatski, Sanborn, Minnesota, inside row 4. The 26J of Jaden Fuller from Memphis, Missouri. He's your 8th starter. Eight laps, heat 2 for the IMCA Modifieds, making their way to the starting zone in turn number 4. And we're underway.
Field of work on down into turn number 1 and 2. It will be 54 machine on out front. That is Benji Lacrosse. Lacrosse on out front, showing the way down the front straightaway. So the X machine of Rogatski, that's Josh Rogatski. Down on the bottom, the 3 of Shryock right to the top. The 4 TW of Ward to the number 4 spot.
That's how they'll work up there in the cushion along 3 and 4. Off of that turn, it is all Benji Lacrosse. He'll lead him back into turn number 1. Joshua Rogatski to the bottom. Here comes the 3 of Shryock up top. Tim Ward looks to his inside. That's happening right in front of the Triple X of Jesse Rogatski. Here's that battle. Shryock up top. Tim Ward locks up the front left tire. Brings us off of the 4th turn right behind Joshua Rogatski. Rogatski still in 2nd. Lacrosse checking out.
So they'll hurry him off at 2 and down the back straightaway. Lacrosse is gone. Rogatski, Shryock, Ward. Then it's Jesse Rogatski and Reed Payne back there. They'll work him on down into turn number 3 and 4. Still your race leader is going to be your leader, the 54 of Lacrosse.
3-car battle here for the second spot. Josh Rogotsky through the middle. Tim Ward on the bottom. Kelly Shryock all the way up top. Now Rogotsky goes up top. Shryock in the middle. 3 wide life off of turn number 4. Rogotsky holds on to position 2. T-Dub into the third spot. Shryock runs in 4th. Trouble car in the wall.
Ooh, we got the 12 car. 12 car of Reed Payne out of Idaho Falls, Idaho, up into the outside. Or no, that's Kelly Drury. The 38C up there into the fence.
So the redraw coming up next. And the Sportmod Last Chance Qualifier, the Stock Car Last Chance Qualifier. And then main events. Benji Lacrosse brings us back to the restart. 3 to go.
Green will come out. It'll be Lacrosse, followed by Ward, then Rogotsky down to the bottom of the racetrack. You got a pair of Rogotskys, another one up around the outside. That's Josh and Jesse. Down the back straightaway, Tim Ward, shot from a cannon. Ward will run on in there to the number 2 spot. They bring him on down this time. 2 to go.
Still Benji Lacrosse. Ward into the second spot, slides Rogotsky to third. Kelly Shryock went high into 1, dives down the racetrack in turn 2. Side by side for the second spot. Joshua Rogotsky coming back after the 4TW of Tim Ward. Not too far behind your race leader as we come to the white.
White flag is out and 1 to go. It is the 54 machine of Lacrosse. Tim Ward to the number 2 spot. The X-Machine of Rogotsky back there in third. Shryock is 4th. Field will work down into turn number 3 and 4. Big iron, checkered, and sell him a win. It is Lacrosse, Ward, Rogotsky, and Shryock.
The field files on for the heat race number 3 of the modifieds. And they'll work around to the starting zone in turn 4. Brandon Schmidt, Sam Hoffman, Ethan Broxba, Bob Moore, Ron Loretzen, Brandon Beckendorf, Jordan Grabowski, Matt Crafton. 8-pack of cars, 8 times around. Final heat race. Coming to the green. It wiggles and we're underway. Schmidt trying to work to the inside of Hoffman. He'll do so off of that turn. Down the back straightaway, Brandon Beckendorf. Great start from 6th up to 4th on the initial trip down the back straightaway. Gets tight against the cushion. Bob Moore looks to his inside. Lap number 1 goes into the books. Schmidt and Hoffman still trying to work out who's going to lead this thing, with Ethan Broxba right behind him in the 5 of Beckendorf, looking sporty early in the go in heat race number 3. Beckendorf follows right off of turn number 4 behind Broxba. Side by side for the lead continues. Hoffman and Schmidt stay side by side. They may get snookered here in a little bit because the 5 of Brandon Beckendorf is banging the cushion all the way around the racetrack. Here comes the number 5 of Brandon Beckendorf. Started 6th. He's got 3rd. Looking for more as they come off of the 4th turn. He's right there.
Down the front straightaway, it's going to be Hoffman right there. Working on in. It's going to be Hoffman. Now Beckendorf to the outside. Brandon Schmidt to the bottom. 3 wide racing. Grabowski back there in the 30 car. Field to work him on down. Boom, bang. Got him. Daily double to the 5 of Beckendorf.
Brandon Beckendorf started 6th. He leads. The 30 of Jordan Grabowski started 7th. He's come up to the 4th spot and certainly looks like he may have more in store. He'll go to the inside now of the 7 of Sam Hoffman. Hoffman blocked that advance. Grabowski slips up the racetrack. Opens the inside line for Ethan Broxba. Meantime, Brandon Beckendorf from 6th to the lead, now gone.
Down the back straightaway, Beckendorf right there, your race leader, followed by the 20 of Schmidt, and then it is at 7 of Hoffman and the 30 of Grabowski. 2 to go this time.
Green goes high. Beckendorf's lead over Schmidt and the rest of the field. 1.4 seconds. Schmidt to the bottom in turn 1. He's committed down there. Grabowski up top. Here's where he gets the momentum in a big drive down the back straightaway. Grabowski closing in on Schmidt. The race for second in turn 3. Off of turn 4, Beckendorf comes to the white flag. Final time around in the final heat race of the week.
They'll work him on down there. It's going to be the 5 of Beckendorf, followed by Grabowski and Brandon Schmidt. They'll work him on down into turn number 3 and 4. Work him in. It's Beckendorf, the race leader and winner. Beckendorf followed by Grabowski, Schmidt, and Broxma.
That will do it. Heat race number 3 goes into the books. Brandon Beckendorf, how about that? Starts 6th, gets the win by 1.3 seconds. Grabowski, Jordan Grabowski, starts 7th. He'll finish in 2nd in car 30. Brandon Schmidt 3rd. Ethan Broxma and Sam Hoffman complete the front 5. So we'll go to that LCQ for the Sportmods. Top 5 go to the feature. So final 5 right here going to the feature event. Logan Fellows, Zachary Robb from row number 1. 20 laps the distance. We're green. Here we go.
Field to work on down into turn number 1 and 2. It'll be on out front, Logan Fellows. On down the back straightaway. Fellows to the bottom. Then it's going to be Zachary Robb on the outside. Working him on in off of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway, Robb, your race leader.
Fellows, Drosty, Alec Fett, Jared Franson in the front 5 spots. That's what matters right now. Carl Brewer 1 out. Things get tight down the back straightaway. They'll contact Drosty, Fellows. Here comes Fett into that mix in the 0-8.
Off of turn number 4. Top 5 go. It's your final 5. Right now it's Zachary Robb, Tyler Drosty, Logan Fellows, Alec Fett, and Jared Franson. Down the back straightaway they go. It'll be Zachary Robb out of Antigo, Wisconsin. Your race leader. Hustling them on down the front straightaway.
Carl Brewer, Justin Sabota. Sabota just dropped a couple spots. Cody Olson, Corey Madden up to the 8th spot. Here's the battle down the back straightaway. 12X Tyler Drosty, 74 Zachary Robb racing for the lead. Robb will go back to that main spot in the 74 machine. Drosty position 2. Alec Fett up to 3rd. Jared Franson continues to run in that final transfer spot to go to the show here tonight, but Carl Brewer closes in. Carl Brewer goes to the top side. Carl Brewer's got to run down the front straightaway, looking for that 5th and final transfer spot.
They'll work him on in there. Logan Fellows has got the blade knocked off the back. Carl Brewer to the outside, the 33 machine right there. It is Jared Franson, Carl Brewer to the outside, working him down the front straightaway. 14 to go.
Brewer got that transfer spot in the 13 and is coming after the 43 LV of Logan Fellows to get some insurance. 3 wide down the back straightaway. Fett's been shuffled out of a position. It takes a right-hand turn. He'll go back to the pit area. That was not Alec Fett. Alec continues to run in position number 3.
Now it is going to be the 13 of Fellows, 13 of Brewer getting around Fellows. On down the back straightaway. It's going to be right there to the top. In 5th right now this This time it's going to be Velos, still your fifth and final transfer car.
Yeah, Cody Olson is right there in the 7 with a little 7 in front of it and a little 7 behind it to make it a 777. Big move here going into turn number 3. Cody Olson, Logan Velos nearly rubbing as they get into the third turn. Put Olson into the 5th and final ticket to the show.
So on down into turn number 1 and 2, it's going to be the 74 Logan, 74 is Zachary Robb, Tyler Drosty, Alec Fett, Carl Brewer, and Cody Olson now. Feel the work down the front straightaway this time. 10 down, 10 to go.
Here comes the 08 Alec Fett closing in on Tyler Drosty, the 12D Generation X as they go to turn 3. That is a full straightaway ahead of the battle for 4th happening that you see right there between Cody Olson and Carl Brewer. As they race for that, Corey Madden is coming back through the field. He's got the 7th spot. Make that, the 6th spot now for Corey Madden. Madden is 1 out of a transfer and just had a quicker lap than those right in front of him.
Down the front straightaway they'll go. Going to be the 74 car right there.
As we move into the final stages of this one, 12 laps counted, 8 laps to go. Carl Brewer in that 13K on the hot seat. Corey Madden closes in. Madden looking for a ticket to the show. He works the bottom side of the speedway. 5 go on. Everyone else is eliminated. Brewer changes lines, goes to the bottom to protect his position. Cody Olson in 4th. He's got that 1 spot of insurance right behind him as Carl Brewer continues to run in 5th. Corey Madden 1 spot out, but continues to pressure Brewer as they make their way off of turn number 4 back to turn number 1. This happens with 6 laps to go. Zachary Robb a second in front of Tyler Drosty. Alec Fett a half second behind them. Fett gets a little bit closer to Drosty there at that time as they come off of turn number 4 and maybe looking for second down here. Drosty all the way up top, Fett on the bottom looking for position number 2 side by side as they go back to turn number 3. Now the advantage, Drosty. Drosty all the way up to that cushion. 5 in the air, 5 to go in the last chance qualifier. That 5 move on. Right now those 5, Zachary Robb, Tyler Drosty, Alec Fett, Cody Olson, and Carl Brewer. Brewer with a slim margin still in front of Corey Madden in car number 2B. Logan Velos, Jared Franson, Brady Joint, Carter Vandenberg, and Brady Hilmer Vandenberg completes the top 10.
So we'll hurry him on down. It'll be 3 to go. Rob, your leader. Tyler Drosty, Alec Fett, Cody Olson, and Carl Brewer, your top 5. This time down 2 circuits remaining. The battle's for the lead. Here comes Drosty. Drosty lays some romance in on him. Working it on in. You're in the show, Drosty. You got to be careful. Down the back straightaway, Drosty down there on the bottom. He'll get the doors shut on him. It's a Farmers Saving Bank of Astoria final lap. These top 2 might mess around, and Fett's coming.
Fett's right there in 3rd. Those drivers, if they settle down, they're going to the show. Carl Brewer's been able to pull away from Madden as well. Look how close they are for the race lead down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Zachary Robb's got the spot. Drosty's going to make one more effort through the middle, up to the cushion, off of turn number 4 to the big iron checkered flag. Gives second to Fett right there at the line. No, Drosty got it by 11 thousandths of a second at the scoring stripe.
So Rob, Drosty, Fett, Olson, and Brewer, your top 5.
I saw a push truck jump over the right rear tire of a sprint car last Saturday night where I was. That wasn't great.
At the point of the day where the filter has got a hole in it. It's really close to, the filter's really close to coming off.
This is filtered, Jerry?
Yeah.
Oh, my.
I bit my tongue so hard it hurt a little bit ago.
Well, I guess that proves one thing. You do have feelings of some kind.
Yeah, I've got a feeler.
Well, that is a tough break. Sid Mosier, scheduled to start row 1 outside.
But unfortunately did not come to the racetrack on his own power, had to be assisted, so he will drop to the tail. 5 cars at the end of 15 or 20 laps, and here we go.
Tim Rupp gets an early Christmas present, moves from row 2 to row 1, working on the race lead. Nick Bakarma on his inside. There's Jim Horsch in position number 3. They'll race down into turn number 3. Bakarma on the inside. Rupp on that high line, make that the middle line as they make the way off of turn 4. 1 in, 19 to go, Jerry.
On down the front straight. Oh, Tim Rupp come across the nose of Nick Bakarma. Bakarma was like, dude, I'm right here, hang tight. It'll be Bakarma there to the bottom side. The 33 of Timmy Rupp on the outside, working on in. Field will hustle on in off of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Here we go, Tim Rupp, your leader.
What a move. He'll slide Bakarma into the second spot. Horsch, Burkhart, Vanderbeek, the front 5 when they went by the line. Vanderbeek looks for 4th. He'll get to the inside of the 250. Down they'll go into turn number 3. That's happening in front of Zach Madrid. Tim Ward coming forward, working the top shelf off of the 4th turn. Still Tim Rupp showing the way.
So they'll work him on down into turn number 1 and 2. It is going to be Tim Rupp right there. The 12 car of Bakarma, Jim Horsch, Tathan Burkhart, and right now Zach Vanderbeek, your top 5. They'll roll on down into turn number 3 and 4. It'll be Tim Rupp. Right there, your race leader.
Boy, there's some big iron right now, not in transfer spots. Looking at the 99D of Damon Murdy, the 30 of Travis Barker, the 30C of Abe Holes, the 32 of Derek Green. They can win anywhere they go on a typical event. Right now, they're not in a transfer spot to go to tonight's show. Zach Vanderbeek in that hot seat running 5th, gets to the inside of Burkhart off of turn 4.
Working on into turn number 1 and 2. It will be the 33 of Tim Rupp down the back straightaway. 12 car of Bakarma, the 21 of Horsch. Oh, trouble. Murdy around on the back straightaway.
Rupp will go by the scoring stripe to put the lap into the book, so 6 in, 14 to go. Murdy gets the 99 in motion as the caution does come out. So the yellow is out.
Murdy's going to go the wrong way down the back straightaway, not happy with somebody. I'm not sure exactly what happened.
He just wanted to wave.
But I know it's kind of hard to get crossed up on the back straightaway.
Caution lights go dark. Green in turn 4 in the starting zone. Burkhart on the hot seat. Can he hold on to that transfer spot? Ward and Schmidt right behind him. We'll come to the green. We'll have 14 laps to go.
Field will look for the green flag off at turn number 4. Nice and easy it goes. Down the front straightaway, it will be Tim Rupp, your race leader. Look at Jim Horsch. Jim Horsch, Nick Bakarma. Rub shovels getting down into turn 1 and 2. They'll hustle off at 2 and out of back straightaway. The 21 of Horsch now into the number 2 spot. Bakarma, Vanderbeek, and here comes 250. Tathan Burkhart round the outside. 3 wide down the front straightaway.
Vanderbeek got stuck right there in the middle. Here comes a car to the high side. It's the 30 of Travis Barker. He was 9th. He's got to make some things happen there deeper in the field. Meantime, Abe Holes in the 30C. He's been passing cars all day long. Look at this, Jerry. He's trying to break into the top 5. He might do it right here.
The old West Chicago, Illinois racer is now 5th. Abe Holes is turned in the dirty 30. Bringing her to the front. And that guy, like you said, I believe he has passed the most cars all week in that 30C car. Now, speaking of passing, the 250 going to the top of the racetrack. Burkhart to 2nd, past Jimmy Horsch.
Jim will go back right down there by the tires on the low line, right behind Tim Rupp, your race leader. Abe Holes had 4th last time by the stripe, but right now Nick Bakarma taking that spot back. Here's the race for 2nd, potentially race for the lead. Tathan Burkhart to the top off of turn number 4. He's got a run coming after Tim Rupp and getting by Horsch again.
They'll work them on down into turn number 1 and 2. Burkhart back to the bumper of Rupp. It'll be down the back straightaway. The 21 machine of Jim Horsch to the inside of the 250. Top 5's where you got to be. Vanderbeek bobble. That's going to bring Tom Schmidt, the 18, to the bottom. They'll work him down the front straightaway. Oh, Tathan.
Oh, look out.
Tathan Burkhart, you got to be easy. You're in the show. I know you want to try to get higher up, but man, look at this Madrid. Vanderbeek and the 30C of Abe Holes working them down the front straightaway.
They know where they are right now. They are facing elimination if they can't gain more spots. And time's starting to run short for them. Just 8 laps to go. Tim Rupp, Jim Horsch, Tathan Burkhart, the top 3. Bakarma and Schmidt. They've broken away just a little bit. Behind them, Holes, Madrid, Lacrosse, all together. Here comes Vanderbeek as well.
Down the front straightaway they go. It is the 33 of Timmy Rupp. Rupp, your leader, followed by Jim Horsch, Tathan Burkhart, Nick Bakarma, and Tom Schmidt, your top 5. Down into turn number 3 and 4, everybody toasting the tires. Or we will go to a complete farm session right after this. Great shot of Burkhart side by side with Bakarma.
Here comes Bakarma to the inside. Burkhart shuffled back to the 4th position. Right now, Tom Schmidt, that 18, was making a big move here a little bit ago. He's on the hot seat. Abe Holes trying to come back through the field. He's fallen back to the 8th position. He's trying to make something happen right in the middle, and on the top of 1 and 2 right now, he's just not making progress.
And Abe Holes, problems on the dirty 30. Oh, man. Abe Holes off the power. Not sure what happened. He'll go slowly down the back straightaway. Oh, Vanderbeek into the fence down in turn number 3 and 4. Caution coming, yellow coming. Did not see what happened to Vanderbeek up there. He was back there running with Travis Barker in the 30 car. But the 33Z of Zach Vanderbeek over there, wrong way on the racetrack.
So Tim Rupp, your leader. Jim Horsch, here comes the advantage.
Get a look from overhead of what happened. Ooh. Might have been a little contact there.
I don't think there was anything flagrant in that. Hard racing, changing lines.
It was not a flagrant 2.
No.
We're not going to upgrade that to a flagrant 1. So it'll be 4 lappers to go. Tim Rupp, Jim Horsch, Nick Bakarma, Tathan Burkhart, and Zachary Madrid. Your top 5. Getting ready to go on to the green flag. We will go to a CMB operations track prep session and then into our feature events. Working for the green flag. It is up, it's waving, and here we go.
Just 4 laps to go on this one. Big opportunity here for Tom Schmidt. He's fallen out of a transfer spot, but works that inside line. Look at Derek Green up top. 3-wheel, and he's got to run. Couple cars bang, and Derek Green just made the most of it.
Madrid and Schmidt got together, and Derek Green, oh mama, drove her off the top in the feeder in the qualifier. Now he is into the top 5. Oh, like the back of the car, says Sean. She's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll. And he's got her tuned in tonight. The 32 and Derek Green coming to the outside of turn 3 and 4.
Tim Ward trying to spoil that song as he worked the bottom side of the speedway. He's out of a transfer spot. Green wiggles and waves. We're down to 2 laps to go. Derek Green flying around the top side of the speedway. He'll come after Tathan Burkhart in the 250. Now, Nick Bakarma in the hot seat here as they prepare to see a white flag. Tim Ward's got to go, and he's got to go now. He goes up top.
I'm here to tell you what, I was just going to say if Derek Green can put the perfect lap together, he may get the top 2. Here we go. Going to the outside is Tim Ward with the 32 of Green. On down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Your final qualifying event of the week is going to be sold with a big iron smack to the gavel and a checkered for Rupp, Porsche, Green, Burkhardt, and Bakarma. Your top 5 finishers. Woo!
Ooh.
So 33, 21, 32, 250, and 12X. Going to the A. Race fans, if you're not on your feet, it's time to get there. 25 of the baddest Friesen Performance IMCA Northern Sportmods are ready to tame the clay here at the Clay County Fair Speedway. House lights are on, they can see you. Get those hands a-waving. It is Sportmod Feature time. Sean Field will go back to the 2 abreast formation in 1 lap from now. It'll be a set of Emmetsburg Collision Center twin greens to start to see who is going to win over $16,600. Whew. I don't know what I can do with that kind of money.
Big time cash.
Yes.
Big money.
It's a heck of a 1099. Caution lights. Staying on. We'll go one more time around. Caution lights staying on the racetrack.
I'm pumped. I'm excited. I'm ready.
This is going to be amazing. 30 laps of Sportmod A main event. 1 to go. Command out of the starter stand. Caution lights will be turned off around the Clay County Fair Speedway. Jake Sacco, Braden Allers, Matt Loaf, Braden Carter, Taylor Cool, Devin Peterson, Lance Borgman, Zach Nitch, Dylan Waldvogel, Corey Kimkiss, Cam Reimers, McGuire DeYoung, Tyler Nerad, Matt Avila, Jared Bowmister, Josh Most, Logan Anderson, Cole Suko, Tyler Inman, Zachary Robb, Tyler Drosty, Alec Fett, Cody Olson, Carl Brewer, and Chase Alves are ready to go to the green flag. Field will bring them into 3 and 4. Stubby will watch him with a good eye. Off of turn number 4, Sportmods, green flag, here we go. Jake Sacco with a good start down into turn number 1 as they'll hurry it on in. Sacco going to be followed by the 9 of Matt Loaf. Here comes Braden Allers down on the bottom. Braden Allers right there. Got one slow. Tyler Drosty jumped the cushion. Now it's going to be Jake Sacco out of Manning. Going to bring it on down to lap number 1.
Sacco leads the opening lap. A good opening lap for Taylor Cool. She was able to get to the inside of Braden Carter and pick off the 4th position. Carter runs 5th, 1 lap in. Matt Loaf is 2nd, but he's closing back in on the number 20, Braden Allers. They'll hustle to the west end of the speedway, a little west end riot as they battle for the 2nd spot. Sacco pulls away. It was a 1.4-second lead. Immediately, that's already out to 2.
Jake Sacco, defending Super Nationals champion, your race leader, followed by Braden Allers. Like he said, hadn't even won a heat race, let alone anything big at this place until this afternoon. The Slayton, Minnesota racer working the number 2 spot. Now Matt Loaf coming to the bottom side. Matt Loaf now to the number 2 spot.
You watched it right there. Just the slightest bobble for the number 20 of Braden Allers. He moved up the racetrack about 6 feet. Matt Loaf, boom, national champion, capitalizes on that opportunity, takes the 2nd spot. Carter closes back in on Taylor Cool, the race for the 4th position. Getting hot and heavy as they head back to turn number 1.
To the east end of the racetrack they go. Loaf right there now is almost 3 seconds behind your race leader, but coming to lap number 5. We are going to be hitting lap traffic, Sean, very quickly in this one. It is still out front, Sacco. Now he opens it up to 2. Well, Matt Loaf got a 10th off of the race lead. Down the back straightaway they'll go. Everybody finding a row to hoe. Off with 2 down the back straightaway. Logan Anderson getting around. The number 92 of Josh Most down the back straightaway.
Carl Brewer's already gained 7 spots in the early going of this one from the last chance qualifier. But as Jerry was talking about lap traffic, that's going to be the first challenge for Jake Sacco here as you watch Most in the 92 working on the 53 of Logan Anderson. 5T, Tyler Narrad right in front of them. But out front, Sacco, Loaf, Allers, Cool, Carter remain the top 5.
So they'll race him on down the back straightaway. Sacco right there, your leader. Good shot of Logan Anderson back there in the 93, or the 53 car, running in the 11th spot. Now Jake Sacco has caught lap traffic. Down into turn number 1 and 2, Sacco is going to start working heavy lap traffic. First one he comes to is going to be that 777 of Cody Olsen. He's in the driver's seat, layover flying, going to let these drivers know that there's a race happening. And you got to be ginger on them. Down into turn number 1 and 2, Jake Sacco going to start lapping the field as they work off a 2 and down the back straightaway.
But early on in this one, there's simply nowhere for Sacco to go to make a move on the traffic. In fact, they're going to start racing. A couple cars battle for position. The 007 Zach Nitz, 777 of Cody Olsen. Here comes Sacco to the inside, and look how much Matt Loaf has closed in with your leaders in traffic.
Just in a lap, Matthew Loaf has got to the back bumper of Jake Sacco. 2 of the best sport mod racers in the nation, working 1 and 2. They'll hurry off at turn number 4 and down the front straightaway. It'll be Sacco, your leader. Matt Loaf working the number 2 spot. Loaf there up on the cush. He's going to cross it over. Off at 2 and down the back straightaway. Matt Loaf's got to run on the 14 of Sacco. Sacco going to shut the door on him. It's going to put Loaf back there. Corey Kipkiss, his night's done. He pulled to the infield.
Well, we've got a race now out front with more than 10 laps in. We've got 18 laps to go in this feature event. Sacco and Loaf have pulled away to nearly 2 seconds in front of third place running Braden Allers. Sacco, great drive there that time off of turn number 2, was able to pull away from Loaf once again. They'll settle in turns 3 and 4, make their way off of that 4th turn. They'll come to the flag just shy of the halfway point, Jerry. Now 17 to go.
It's still Sacco and Loaf running and hiding on this one. Allers, Cool, Carter, Peterson, Borgman, Waldvogel, Reimers, and Anderson, your top 10. Little bit of breathing room between lap traffic and your race leader, Sacco. Now Taylor Cool trying to find something on Brandon Allers. They work down the east end of the racetrack. Working it up there, the 777 slow on the back straightaway. He will exit the speedway and we will stay green. Matt Loaf back there. You see turn 3 and 4. He's awful narrow on the bottom. 1 and 2 is widening on out. is it is going to be a dogfight here at the closing laps as we are halfway home, 15 down, 15 to go.
Yeah, even starting to see some slicks starting to show its way in the racing surface down, and particularly in turns 1 and 2. Sacco a little high off of turn number 4. Matt Loft is there. There's the battle. Allers, Cool, Carter, they're all still together as they go back to turn number 1. In fact, they've closed in a little bit on that top 2 duo. Speaking of closing in, Matt Loft closes back in on Sacco as they race to 3.
Last time it was 37 one-thousandths of a second. Right there, the difference between first and second. This time across the stripe, it's going to be, well, at about 20 thousandths of a second on that one. Jake Sacco right there, your race leader. Then it is Matt Loaf. Loaf will go back to the outside, swing it up high. Working off of turn number 4. Matt Loaf is right there. He'll go to the outside, down into turn number 1.
Jerry, here we go for that race lead. Loaf, the first one to find the top line. He had the 14 of Jake Sacco as a sitting duck. Loaf to the race lead. He'll slide up. Sacco dives back to the bottom side of the speedway. New race leader on lap number 19. It's Matt Loaf.
Loaf, your leader. Jake Sacco got to the flop and lost some grip. He is now going to have to reel him back in lap traffic. Loaf right there, your race leader. He will see lap cars coming. Alves and Drosty right ahead of him. Meanwhile, Logan Anderson deep in the field, going to work on the 21 of Cam Reimers down the front straightaway. And Matt Loaf is pulling away from Jake Sacco, but look at Anderson and Reimers.
Yeah, that is the battle going on right there on your screen. That's the race for 9th on the Speedway. I was going to also take note there that the 9 of Matt Loaf starting to close back in on lap traffic. Sacco's been trying to use the bottom side of the Speedway. When he gets down there by the tires, front end washes right up the racetrack. But here we go. Matt Loaf starting to get into the dirty airstream behind the 22X of Chase Elves. They'll come by the flag stand. We now have 8 laps remaining in this feature event.
So it's still Loaf down front. Jake Sacco, Braden Hollers, Taylor Poole, and Braden Carter, your top 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 is Devin Peterson, Lance Borgman, Dylan Waldvogel, Cam Reimers, and Logan Anderson. Jake Sacco is a second and a half behind your race leader, the 9 of Matthew Loaf. And that time, Loaf put 0.2 of a second on that deficit.
Braden Allers closing in on Sacco for this second position, bringing with him Taylor Cool in the number 2 K car. Earlier tonight, Jerry, you could wipe the smile off of Braden Allers' face when he got that qualifying feature win. Imagine if he puts this thing on the podium.
We'll see what happens as he's got it right there in third. Still there working lap traffic is that 9 car of Matthew Loaf. The Sway City Outlaw working it down on the bottom of the racetrack. This time by Sean. You've got 5 laps to go for Matthew Loaf, and he is on the heels of his biggest payday ever.
But he's trying to work traffic. Does that allow Sacco to close in a 1.8 second advantage right now between first and second? Loaf's got over the cushion just a bit, loses touch with Chase Alves. That may actually not be detrimental to the 9 of Loaf. He can build his speed right back up right now.
Yeah, he can. That time he lost 0.4 of a second of that deficit between the 14 of Sacco back in second and your race leader, Matthew Loaf. Field to work on down the front straightaway. It's going to be Loaf out there, your leader, followed by Sacco, Allers, Cool, Carter. That's your top 5. That's a little bit of a breakaway back to DP. Borgman, Waldvogel, Reimers. Now it is Logan Anderson, Waldvogel, and Reimers battling side by side. 2 to go with the strike.
Green flag high, Matt Loaf, 1.7 second lead over Sacco. The 20 of Allers, just a few car lengths behind Sacco now as they'll head down to turn number 3. Off of turn number 4, Jerry, we're about to see the white flag, and Matt Loaf just bought himself some insurance.
The insurance policy has been wrapped up. It is a former Savings Bank of Astoria final lap. Off of 2 and down the back straightaway. He is now into turn 3. Sean 2 left-hand turns and a 100-yard dash from $16,000+ for the Sway City Outlaw. Matthew Loaf to the win. It'll be Sacco to second. Braden Allers, Taylor Cool, Braden Carter, Devin Peterson, Lance Boardman, Cam Reimers, Dylan Waldvogel, and Logan Anderson, your top 10.
The checkered flag waving here in Spencer, Iowa. There he is, Matt Loft in the number 9. Takes the lead at lap number 19, and he'll go on to the $16,000+ victory here tonight. Jake Sacco leads 18 laps. The number 14 will finish in position 2. Braden Allers 3rd, Taylor Cool 4th, Braden Carter 5th, Devin Peterson 6th, Lance Borgman 7th, Cam Reimers 8th, Dylan Waldvogel 9th, Logan Anderson 10th, and Tyler Narad completes the top 10. Hard charger in that one, +7 for the 53 of Logan Anderson. Chase Alves went +6 from the final starting position.
I believe
here
the
we go,
donut
Jerry.
shop is open. Matt Loft. Going to be one excited driver when he makes his way into H&N Chevy Buick victory lane. Brings the S&B Farms Distillery, Ellsworth Brothers Pumping. Esser Distributing, Shryock Race Components. Grody Construction, Moonlight Race Parts, Cornerstone Insurance. MB's Auto Clinic, number 9, down into victory lane as he has done so many times here at the Clay County Fair Speedway. And tonight did her when the big money was on the line. Getting ready to climb on out of the car. $16,670. $7 to Matthew Loft. Jump on in here. Try to get on in here. Hang on, boys. Weekend didn't start off real good. You took a digger off the RV. Right. Bummed up hip. What's this mean?
This is the world. I cannot believe this. I cannot believe I'm standing here. I mean, this is like Jake's type of track. I thought we were in trouble. But it was a good, clean race. I love racing with him. Track turned out really good the last 10 laps. I was just kind of cruising. Thanks to everybody who put this on. This is just unbelievable.
You know, you guys got into lap traffic pretty early, and Jake just got in there and missed his mark when you got into them lap cars. Like you said, it's his kind of track, but the lap cars helped you at one point, didn't they?
Yeah, you kind of use them as a pick once in a while. You try to position yourself to get around them, but I mean, they're all so fast. Like when I got behind the 22 car, I couldn't get around them. We were, just flying around the track. All these drivers that made this show are all really good. It's tough to get up there. I'm just a loss of words. I can't believe it.
Who do you want to thank for the big check you're holding on to?
I got to thank all my sponsors, everybody who's been behind me for the last 15 years, my wife for all her work, Zach and Tyler, Matt and Greg, Katie, my 2 boys, Brindley up in the stands, my parents, family, just everybody. This is just unbelievable.
Let her soak in, bud. You have won the inaugural $250,000 challenge and a big old check.
Yeah, I can't believe it. Thank you very much.
How about a race fans picking up your feature win from Sway City, Iowa? It is Matthew Loft.
Congratulations to them down there in the H&N Chevy Buick Arnold Motor Supply victory lane. And wow, how about it? 30 consecutive laps of sport mod action with all that on the line.
Parade lap time. Give your hobby stock racers a stand-up cheer. Let them know you're here. 16 laps for your hobbies tonight.
Schilling and Probst side by side on that front row. Jerry, 16 laps. Hobby stocks on a Wednesday. Here we go.
All righty, green flag is out. Here we go. Emmitsburg Collision Center start is a good one. Corey Probst, last time we were here, put that 75C machine in victory lane. Oh boy, hang tight. Get Jay DeVries in the 8J. Look, I got the old cop car wound up back there. Black fenders and white doors, all galore. They'll work him down to lap number 1. It's going to be Corey Probst, your race leader.
Needs to lead 15 more laps to go to victory lane. He's got that 4W of John Watson and 22 of Mike Smith right behind him. Look at him work that top side of the speedway, start to move that cushion even a little more. 3 wide for position back there at Lunenburg. The 8J of Jay DeVries and the 77 of Cody Williams. They'll close in now on the 717 of Nick Schilling.
Down the front straightaway battle for second, Mike Smith and John Watson. They battle door to door every Saturday night down at the Moon Speedway. They'll bring it up into Spencer. Battle for second, no more as Watson goes to the number 2 spot. 3 is Mike Smith, Blake Lunenburg out of Reading, Minnesota, and Cody Williams out of Minneapolis, Kansas, working with Nick Schilling out of Sanborn back there for 5, 6, and 7. Good race for second.
Watson's got it in that 4W. Mike Smith got a little too high in the cushion into 22. Lunenburg closed in with him, brought the 77 of Cody Williams in that charge. Cushion's moving up the racetrack, setting this thing up for a big stock car feature at the end of this one. But right now, our attention's on the hobby stocks and Corey Probst with a 1.2 second lead.
Probst, Watson, Smith, Lunenburg, Williams, Schilling, DeVries, Nielsen, Frederick, and Seidels, your top 10 on your scoring pylon. Working it off at turn number 4, this time to lap number 5. It is still Corey Probst, your race leader.
Watson still holding Mike Smith right behind him. That race for third. Smith going to get out of line. Dives to the bottom side of the speedway. Lunenburg was already running there right in front of Cody Williams in that 77. They'll make their way back into turn 3. We've got a race for the second spot. The 22 of Mike Smith, 4W John Watson. Smith into the second position. Watson now third. Lunenburg and Williams continue to round out the top 5. Everybody chasing Corey Probst.
Great run there for the number 2 spot. Like you said, Sean, Mike Smith back around John Watson. Blake Lunenburg and Cody Williams are right there. Everybody chasing down that 75C of Corey Probst. Look at this. Meatloaf is right to the back bumper of Lunenburg as they all chase Watson in that number 3 spot.
Probst looks strong, still at 1.2 seconds as they'll make their way off of turn number 4. Crossed flags at the flag stand halfway. 8 laps in, 8 laps to go. The lead for Probst right at 1.3 seconds. Mike Smith in second. John Watson runs third. Blake Lunenburg 4th. And Cody Williams 5th. Nick Schilling is 6th. Jay DeVries 7th. Brandon Nielsen 8th. Justin Frederick runs 9th. And Josh Seidels completes the top 10 at the halfway point in the IMCA Hobby Stocks.
They'll work him back down over turn number 4. Corey Probst, your leader. Probst gone out front, followed by the 22 of Smith. Now Blake Lunenburg. Lunenburg coming to the inside of the mayor, John Watson. Work him down into turn number 3 and 4. Everybody finding that line to confine off of 4. Still Probst, Smith, Watson, Lunenburg, and Williams, your top 5.
We'll come around and see 5 laps to go in this hobby stock special here tonight. Corey Probst looking so strong, trying to make it 2 in a row. There you see the 4W of John Watson, the 16X of Blake Lunenburg, and the 77 of Cody Williams was that battle. This is the T8 of Brandon Nielsen trying to hold on to position number 7 ahead of Jay DeVries and Justin Frederick. They'll make their way back into turn number 1. Frederick takes a look to the inside of DeVries, and he's got to run until the apex when DeVries was quicker.
DeVries in the black and white 8J. Frederick down there in the 83K. They'll go side by side. That is back there for the 8th spot on the racetrack. Everybody staying pretty well nose to tail down into turn number 1 and 2 with the exception of the 2-car breakaway here wheel to wheel. Behind them is Josh Seidels, that 99X car in the number 10 spot. Meanwhile, it's still Corey Probst out front, all alone by himself.
He'll make his way down to turn number 1. Mike Smith able to really keep pace here the last couple of laps after he and the 4W of John Watson settled things out. But unfortunately for Smith, Probst was able to check out to about a second and a half while all that other racing was going on. Oh, big smoke. The T8 of Nielsen up in smoke going into turn 3. And the yellow's going to come out.
See a lot of oil on them rear tires. Not sure if he let a gear go or what happened. But tough break for Brandon Nielsen. He's going to get her turned on in.
Oh.
It's still running, so I would have to imagine problems in the drive line on the 8. The T8 machine problems. Tough break for Brandon Nielsen. Driver from right here in Spencer. Trying to see what that is.
It's hot. That's for sure.
Whatever it is, it's hot. You see that? Hey, Trent, hold on to this. Corey Probst, Mike Smith, 1 and 2. John Watson, Blake Lunenburg. Yeah, that's not real good looking. That's part of something internally out of the engine as we get ready to go back to the green flag. Probst, now you see it. Mike Smith back on the inside. Smith will lay her down there on the bottom. Probst goes to the top. They come together.
Oh!
Look out off of turn 2. We got them stacked up, cracked up, all banged up. You've got caution out. And we've got 8 or 9 cars crashed up on the back straightaway.
Oh, no. Smith went for that lead. A little rubbing off of the second turn. Debris all over the racetrack back there. Lunenburg gets into it in the 16X.
So Lunenburg and Smith a little hooked up back there. So Lunenburg, I believe, going to be able to back away and drive away. Not sure. You see Smith driving away from that one. 91 of Krug got some damage in the front. We'll take a look and see what happened here. Probst come watching from the drone there.
Oh, look at them all scatter there.
Yeah, watching from the drone, it was everybody looking for the same piece of real estate.
Yeah.
Smith had it run to the bottom, let it come up. The 75C's coming down, and right there is mutual contact. Ooh, Lunenburg in there tough with that one. See cars scattering the back straight away. Shot from the drone again. You see them, they just meet right here. Wow. Cody Williams, how he got past that thing without getting that 77 of Williams, how he got past that without getting all tore up.
Ka-chow.
Yes. This one's going to come down to green, white, checkered. Corey Probst, the 2020 Hobby Stock National Champion, sitting up there, your race leader. Watson, Lunenburg, and Williams round out your top 4. Emmetsburg collision, green flag back in the air, and here we go down to turn number 1. Probst has got to run. Watson's going to go to the outside. Watch Blake Lunenburg. Lunenburg down around the bottom. Watson to the outside. Meatloaf is coming to calm the 77.
But as they do that, Corey Probst exit stage left on the screen on the back straightaway. No, that meant stage right. 3 wide for the second spot. Here we go, back to turn number 1. White flag in the air. Probst in control, but who's going to get second, Jerry?
We'll find out. It'll be Meatloaf down on the bottom. Blake Lunenburg, they come together for second. Watson's coming for third. They'll work him on down. Twin checkers, Big Iron sold to Probst at the line. Meatloaf to second. Lunenburg, Watson, Seidel, Schilling, Frederick, DeVries, Hensel, and Wagner, your top 10.
Jerry, this takes me back about 10 years to the old Jackson Speedway half-mile days where Corey Probst would go to victory lane. He does it here tonight. How about it for Corey Probst in the 75C? Well, let's just go right to the elephant in the room. Turn 2 there on the restart. What was it like in your seat?
I seen Mike coming in on the bottom there, and I had the lane on the top, and I don't know, usually we race each other pretty clean, but he just kind of floated up into me, I guess, and we hit really hard, and then someone else come in and hit him and piled into both of us, so sucks. A lot of damage here to fix. The toes knocked off of it too, but we'll get her back together here.
2 in a row here at this speedway, and tonight, until that caution, you were dominating. What's making this team so good right now?
Oh, just, tonight, the way it was, we're just fortunate enough to start up front, there, and just got to take the luck that you can get.
Another good run. Congrats.
Thank you.
Corey Probst in victory lane here tonight, winner of the Hobby Stocks.
Race fans, if you've not a ribbon to your feet, it's time to get up there. Started with 104, and we've whittled into 24. You've asked for the best. You've got a 4 abreast. It's IMCA Stock Cars. One to go, the command out of the starter stand. Mike Albertson out of Audubon, Iowa, and Ricky Thornton Jr. out of Martinsville, Indiana. Sit up on row number 1. The big iron is here. They brought all the boys and toys to Spencer. $16,667 on the line, 30 laps from now. It's Stock Car Showtime at the Clay County Fairgrounds. Off with 2 and out of back straightaway. Ricky Thornton Jr. to the race lead. Wahoo back to second. Here comes Dallin Murdy. Murdy up around the outside. It'll be RTJ, your leader. Shryock across the nose of Grabowski.
Nearly got into Jesse Sobbing as that was going on the front straightaway. Sobbing up on the cushion, trying to get by the 30 of Grabowski. He will do that down the back straightaway. Murdy into position 2 in the 99X. Wahoo works the bottom. Here comes the 3 of Shryock. He's got the cushion, he's got the momentum, and he's got a run on Mike Albertson.
Down the front straightaway. Now look at this. Here comes Dallin Murdy to the bottom of the racetrack. Dallin Murdy going to work on the 20 RT of Ricky Thornton Jr. Wahoo and his buddy Kelly Shryock running 3rd and 4th. Sobbing, Grabowski, then it's Williams, and here comes the 7L of Larson, battling for the lead, are Murdy and Thornton.
Thornton leads back to turn number 1, but his interval down to less than a quarter of a second. Murdy digs on the bottom, right in front of Albertson and Shryock as they race for 3rd. Battle for the lead settles down with Ricky Thornton Jr. leading him back to turn 3. They'll both go to the cushion at the entrance of the corner, but here comes Murdy down the hill trying to mount another run.
You got Ricky Thornton Jr., a 2 Division Super Nationals champion, your leader. A back-to-back Stock Car Super Nationals champion. Dallin Murdy on the bottom. the game changer in RTJ. Gonna work it on in. Jake Masters off the power in turn number 2. Working on down. We'll get the lap thrower. Yellow is out. Yellow's out for Jake Masters. And now, when the yellow comes out, the car rolls away.
Flat left tire for the 11 of Jake Masters. That's why he had stopped in the second turn. Caution flag over the speedway. 5 laps counted. 25 laps to go. It's all Ricky Thornton Jr. in the opening 5 laps. Dallin Murdy in second. Mike Albertson in third. Kelly Shryock, Jesse Sobbing, the front 5 as the 11 of Masters heads to the work area. Left rear is on for Masters. He will exit the work area. It's a signal from the flag stand. He ought to get hustling, and he will. Caution lights go dark. Here's your restart. 5 laps in, 25 laps to go. Pace picks up. We're back to green flag racing.
Feel the work on down the front straightaway. Ricky Thornton Jr. going to rock and roll to the bottom in turn number 1. Dallin Murdy going to swing to the top. Wahoo down there in the 3Z. Working on in down the back straightaway. RTJ, your race leader. Murdy in the number 2 spot. Down the front straightaway, it's Albertson on the inside, Shryock on the outside. They'll work him on in. Ricky Thornton Jr., your race leader. Oh, the 7L, Jeffrey Larson, a right rear tire down. As Grabowski in the 30G working the 82 is Shelby Williams back there for 6th. Yellow's out. Larson with a right rear tire down and a left front tire down.
Well, that changes things when you go to the work area here.
Yeah, you got to get a couple jacks.
But you can't get both those ends of the race car in the air at the same time.
We'll see how they do this.
Yeah. The late Jim Larson. I saw the Jeffrey sitting inside that car said, I need two tires.
Aren't you listening to J-Man on your MRP mobile app with your earbud in? He said there's 2 tires flat.
Oh, here comes a second jack.
Here comes a whole second crew.
Right rear flat, left front flat.
You said they couldn't jack up both ends of the racetrack or the car.
Well, as they're lifting the left front, they're putting the right rear down. See, they're starting to struggle to get the right rear tire on because the left front is in the air now. Yeah, they might have gotten it on far enough. Yeah, impact's going.
The kid holding the Dirt Defender wheel cover reminds me of Ralphie on A Christmas Story when his old man goes to swing and oh, fudge.
Look at that.
But I didn't say fudge.
No, look at that. They've changed 2 tires, but on the racetrack, caution lights are dark. The field making their way to a restart. Larson hustles onto the racetrack. Green flag flies. We're back underway with 25 to go.
So it'll be Dallin Murdy. Now Kelly Shryock runs to the outside of him. Murdy right there with RTJ as they hustle the back straightaway. Fourth now, Kelly Shryock got a big run. Shryock's coming to the bottom. 2 by 2, the battle for second. Shryock is there. Murdy's got it.
Caden Carter, 9th on the restart, 6th, 1 lap after that. As he picks it up, lays it down on that circuit. 6 in, 24 to go. It's all Ricky Thornton Jr. out front in the 20 RT. Looks like the scoring ticker may be taking a nap on the top side of the screen and on my Race Pass app. As Dallin Murdy works the top side of the speedway right in front of the 3 of Kelly Shryock, Ricky Thornton Jr. trying to wave goodbye to everyone behind him.
So as they work him on down, RTJ going to push the cush. Murdy, that's Dallin Murdy there to the number 2 spot. Shryock is 3rd, Albertson 4th. Down the back straightaway, Dallin Murdy up on the top. Shryock back there in the 3 car. Working off of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Still Thornton, Murdy, Shryock. 1, 2, and 3.
Here's Shryock to the inside of Murdy off of turn number 2. Murdy has that advantage. Again, that's going on in front of Albertson and the 99 of Sobbing. Stop me if you've heard this one before. Kelly Shryock working the bottom side of the speedway, but can't quite get the run he needs to challenge Dallin Murdy successfully for position number 2. Here comes Sobbing to the inside of Albertson. Couldn't quite get there in 1 and 2.
Dallin Murdy seeing that 20-yard team pulling away from him down off of turn number 4. Murdy trying to hustle. Meanwhile, back deep in the field, you've got him stacked up. Sarninski, TJ Herndon, then it is Derek Green, Jim Horsch, and Tim Rupp back there. They're racing there deep in the field.
Albertson, the Lone Ranger in the front 5, working the bottom side of the speedway that time through 3 and 4. And then the vast majority going to the bottom of turns 1 and 2. So a ribbon of moisture right down there by the tires. These stock cars, left side tires, gripping up down there and giving them great exit speed when they come off of turn number 2. And then we go back to town in turns 3 and 4 where only Albertson in the top 5 works the bottom. Crossed flags, Jerry. We're halfway in this stock car feature. So far, all Ricky Thornton Jr.
RTJ at the halfway point, your race leader, Murdy, then Shryock. Albertson is 4, 5 is Sobbing, 6 is Carter, 7th is Thornton, 8th is Grabowski, 9th is Williams, and 10th is the 1 of TJ Herndon. Field of work off of turn number 4 and down the front straightaway. Herndon, Rupp. The 21 of Horsch and the 21 CZ of Sarninski working each other back there deeper in the field. But it's still Grabowski, your race leader.
So they'll head down to turn number 1 as we are in the second half of this feature event for $16,667. And Ricky Thornton Jr. has it. Here's the Z3 of Mike Albertson. He runs in 4th. The 99 of Jesse Sobbing is in 5th, right in front of Caden Carter's number 1. They'll make their way off the 4th turn. The only thing that's going to slow Ricky Thornton Jr. down right now, Jerry, is lap traffic. The bad news for Murdy and the rest of the field, they're still a straight away from catching the 7L of Jeffrey Larson.
I thought the only thing that was going to throw him down was a caution. This thing is on a rail up there. Ricky Thornton Jr., your race leader, got about about 3/4 of a straightaway on him. Now Caden Carter, the 1X machine, working down there on Sobbing, dilly-dilly up on the top side, the 38T. Here comes Grabowski to the bottom of the racetrack. That race back there is for 7, 8, 9, and 10. Williams is right behind him in the 82 car.
We'll put another lap in the books. It's still Dylan, or make that Ricky Thornton Jr. all the way. Was looking and checking the progress of Dylan Thornton here just a little bit ago. He's up to the 7th position in the 38 ride. Charging from deeper in the field. But Ricky Thornton Jr. out front. Look at this. Albertson on the bottom. Sobbing up top. Carter following him. And then, as I was talking about, Dylan Thornton in the 38.
So they work him on back there. Battle for 7th with Carter and Thornton. Working it on in there now. Jesse Sobbing lays high to the top of turn 3 and 4. Albertson on the bottom. Side by side back there for the number 4 spot. Sobbing and Albertson. Field of work on around down the back straightaway. Sobbing up there in the fluff. You see it right there. Middle of the racetrack. Dirtied on up. Top is good. Middle is there. Bottom is good. They work him off at turn number 4. Look at this. Sobbing and Carter. Now we're catching the back half. And here comes Dylan Thornton and Jordan Grabowski.
Dylan Thornton from the 9th spot. Grabowski coming with him. Sobbing dipped the right side off on the back straightaway. Dylan Thornton to the bottom. Sobbing to the cushion. Caden Carter gained that spot last time off of that 4th turn. Carter now closes in on Albertson as they race to turn number 1. Albertson continues, though, to hold on to position 4.
Sobbing, Thornton, and the 30G of Grabowski working on down and around the back straightaway. Great battle number 4 and 5 between Albertson and now the gas man. Caden Carter coming to say hello to Wahoo. Working on down into turn number 1 and 2. The 3 of Albertson has got the blue and pink 1X machine knocking on the door. Side by side ahead of this battle is Wahoo and the gas man. Battle for 4th right there.
Albertson right back down to the bottom. Carter will follow him down into that 1st and 2nd turn. It's down into turn 3 where this one gets sporty. Albertson probably going to go to the bottom. Yes, he will. Carter letting it fly on the high side in the 1X. The race for the 4th spot off of turn number 4. Carter's got a full head of steam. Look at him trying to get to the inside of Albertson. Couldn't quite get there.
Tried to cross him over. Now gives him a little bump and run. Getting to the bottom of turn number 1. Gage Neal calls her a night and pulls it off. It's still Carter and Albertson this time. 2 laps to go. RTJ, your leader. Dallin Murdy, Kelly Shryock, 2 and 3. Albertson and Carter, 4 and 5. White flag. It's a Farmers Savings Bank Alpha Astoria. Final lap, Sean.
And it's Ricky Thornton Jr. unchallenged in this one, leading from the drop of the green, heading down the back straightaway with a half straightaway advantage. Ricky Thornton Jr. into turn number 3. Jerry, he's about to come to a big payday here in Spencer.
Big iron checkers and sold for Ricky Thornton Jr. It'll be Dallin Murdy, Kelly Shryock, Mike Albertson, Braden Carter, Sobbing, Thornton, Grabowski, Williams, and Herndon rounding out your top 10 finishes.
Checkered flags from tonight's Stock Car Feature event. 30 laps in the books, and every one of those laps led by that car right there, the 20 RT Ricky Thornton Jr. brings it around, and he will be heading into the H&N Chevy Buick Arnold Motor Supply Victory Lane, where he will receive the trophy and, more importantly, the check for $16,667 and winner of the inaugural stock car portion of the $250,000 challenge here at the Clay County Fair Speedway. There he is, Ricky Thornton Jr. about to exit the 20 RT winner here tonight in Iowa.
So getting ready to climb on out of the 20 RT, Ricky Thornton Jr. picking up the money here tonight at Spencer. Window net comes down, getting ready to climb on out of the car. Race fans, let him know you appreciate the show he put on for you. RTJ! Ricky, congratulations. This thing was on a rail tonight.
This thing was really good. Gotta thank Jordan, Zane, DeVille Biscuits when I hit one of his cars, and he's been telling us a bunch of stuff to do to it. I really didn't know if I needed to move down or not. They only kept getting under me, and I'm like, man, I feel like the top's a little bit better through 3 and 4. I didn't really know in 1 and 2, so I figured if I moved down and kind of block them a little bit there, and then just kept running my line in 3 and 4, we'd be able to hold it off, and it's pretty awesome.
We talked about it, in your interview there in that afternoon show. Were you able to bring some of that afternoon track time into tonight?
Yeah, a little bit. The top is actually there's probably more up the top than we've had all weekend, but it's weird. Like you get up there and you just kind of bounce a little bit. So I think the modified race will be really good. But I just got to give a big shout out to everyone that's helped on this thing. It's second weekend out on it, and I think that's 2 wins. So
there you go. Well, get your picture taken. Jump in that mod and see if you can get 1,500 in that thing.
Yeah, I got a little bit of work to do in that. I started 8th. Jordan's on the front row, but either way, it's gonna be a good night.
There you go. How about it? Put your hands together. Ricky Thornton Jr. picking up tonight's stock car feature win. Race fans, it's time for the nightcap. Stand up, stretch, get ready to go. Give them a hoot, holler, and a wave. It's modified for 20 laps. Sean, we're not going home till this 20-lapper's in the books. It'll be Brandon Beckendorf and Jordan Grabowski up on the front row. Green flag is a-waving, and we're underway for your nightcap here at Spencer.
Look at him hustle down into the first turn. Beckendorf on the bottom. Grabowski goes right through the middle and right to the lead. Tim Ward immediately to the third position in the 14W. Top two cars go to the top. Ward works through the bottom. Here comes TBJ with the slider for fourth.
It's going to be Grabowski followed by Beckendorf, Ward, Tom Berry. Look at that, the 54 of Benji Lacrosse, Rogotsky and Sarnansky. It's 3 wide. Here comes Ricky Thornton in the 3RT down to the inside of Rogotsky. Battle now for the number 2 spot between Ward and the 5 of Beckendorf.
Beckendorf holds that spot as they go back to turn number 1. They both go to the bottom, and that opens the top line for Tom Berry Jr. Clean air, and he's got to run down the back straightaway. Tim Ward to the middle. Beckendorf all the way up top. Tim Ward right through the middle, trying to make no man's land work.
On down the front straightaway, it's going to be Grabowski, followed by Beckendorf, Ward, Berry Lacrosse, Ricky Thornton, Joshua Rogotsky, Brandon Schmidt, Cole Sarnitsky, and the 3 of Kelly Shryock. That's your battle right now for the number 3 spot. TBJ coming to take a look on T-Dub. Side by side down into turn number 1.
That's how they'll run right there at the apex of the corner. Berry with the advantage now as they exit, but Ward has the speed built up and tries to work back to his outside. Berry right through the middle. Tim Ward going up top. Tom Berry Jr. to position number 3.
Down the front straightaway, Tom Berry to the number 3 spot. Now you see it right there. Ricky Thornton Jr. in the 3RT has caught the 54 of Benji Lacrosse. And now Ethan Roxma going to put a spot better on Rogotsky down the back straightaway.
Big slider coming in turn 4. Ricky Thornton Jr. into the top 5. The 3RT working by Benji Lacrosse for that 5th spot. Meantime, Grabowski last lap was just a tick quicker than Brandon Beckendorf in the number 5 ride. He's trying to keep pace with him. Tom Berry Jr., the quickest car in the front 3.
It is Grabowski, followed by Beckendorf. Then the 11X of Tom Berry. Berry's going to start to lay a little bit of heat to Brandon Beckendorf. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Here comes TBJ. White Castles are served out of the 11X of Berry, but Beckendorf coming back to the inside.
We'll see how this shakes out through turns 1 and 2. Looks like the bottom's the better line over on that side of the speedway. Tom Berry Jr. makes a liar out of me. Goes right around the outside of the 5 of Beckendorf. Tom Berry Jr. started 5th. He's got the 2nd spot as we come around to lap number 9.
Man, I'm telling you, Grabowski just nailed the curb up there in turn 3 and 4. It almost brought that thing sideways. Down the back straightaway in lap traffic is going to be coming. Grabowski right there. TBJ. Tom Berry is almost a second and a half faster than your race leader. He's going to catch him in lap traffic. 10 down, 10 to go. Grabowski's got company coming.
Yeah, Tom Berry Jr. is the quickest car on the racetrack, hands down. Just turned a 19.5. Everyone else, like Grabowski, a 19.8. You don't need to watch to tell you they're getting closer. They're also entering lap traffic as we go to lap number 11.
The eye chart and the speed chart don't lie. Grabowski's got company. It's an 11X of Tom Berry Jr. They'll put a lap car between them. Matt Crafton pulls the 88 machine back pit side. Tom Berry able to work her through this middle and work the slick. Grabowski ripped the lip. Working off of turn number 4, it's still Jordan turn 2, it's still Jordan Grabowski, your leader.
Race for the 3rd spot is heated up as well. The 14W of Tim Ward, the 5 of Brandon Beckendorf. Beckendorf top shelf. T-Dub on the bottom line, side by side for a 3rd off of turn number 4. Beckendorf has it. They bring Ricky Thornton Jr. into that race.
Down the bottom of the racetrack, RTJ working on T-Dub, and then Minnesota's Brandon Beckendorf. Feel the work on down into turn number 4. Here we go for the lead. It's going to be Tom Berry. He has caught Jordan Grabowski. Coming to the inside of the racetrack, Tom Berry and Grabowski are they were wheel to wheel. And now Tom comes. Can he make it happen? Got him set up for a slider. Grabowski bobbled, but Grabowski is quicker around the outside.
Yeah, Grabowski tight on the cushion. Here comes TBJ right through the middle down in turns 1 and 2. Grabowski quicker at the exit of that corner. Heading back down to the third turn. They're about a quarter of a straightaway behind, more traffic. Tom Berry Jr. looking for the race lead off of turn number 4. Grabowski sneaks right back around his outside.
Man, Grabo is so quick around the top of turn 3 and 4. Now he goes to the bottom of 1 and 2. Gonna grab that moisture. Let her slide through the slick. He is on the defense right now with Tom Berry, but the White Castles are served. Grabowski banged the curb. You got a new race leader, TBJ. But Grabo's coming back to the inside. Grabowski gonna let her slide to the top. Pin Tom behind the lap car and take back the race lead.
Barry dips off the racetrack on the back straightaway, allows Grabowski to pull a couple car lengths away, but immediately Tom Berry Jr. erases that deficit that he faced. 2 laps to go, heavy lap traffic in front of your top 2. How do they play this out to close it? Here comes Berry to the inside of the traffic and then loses grip at the exit of the corner.
Down the back straightaway, it's Jordan Grabowski, your race leader up on the top. Here comes Tom Berry on the bottom. Kelly Schmidt's gonna hold her line. Jimmy, that is a 12 of Reed. Working it down on into turn number 2. Grabowski will follow the lap car. Here comes Berry. Down the back straightaway, Tom Berry, Jordan Grabowski, side by side. Berry lays her deep, sells her cheap. Here comes Grabowski with a crossover. Wow, what a finish. Tom Berry Jr. to the win. Grabowski, Thornton, Beckendorf, Ward, Lacrosse, Broxma, Rogonski, Shryock, and Abelson, your top 10.
Wowzers. Big iron checkered flag final, one of the week in the air. And Tom Berry Jr. the move in the final set of turns. And the win, 27 thousandths of a second. Grabowski leads 19 and 3/4 laps. Pulls up, says congratulations. Tom Berry Jr. parks it in that H&N Chevy Buick. Arnold Motor Supply, Victory Lane. He'll get the safety equipment off, and he'll be the last one in Victory Lane here on this $250,000 weekend. If you're heading for the exits, we thank you for being a part of this event, and hope to see you again here this season and next year, June 1, 2, 3, and 4. J-Van's heading down there into the winner's circle where Tom Berry Jr. makes a dramatic finish to the race week.
So Tom Berry Jr. led the one that counts right off of turn number 4. He's up out of the car. How about it? Put your hands together. Tom Berry Jr. Coming, Tom. Hang tight. Kind of like me, kind of like you chasing down Grabowski. It took you a little bit, but you finally got there. Dude, lap traffic. You worked it, you picked it, you got picked on turn 2, and turn 3 was like, wow.
Yeah, I just was a little hungrier, I think, than everyone. RTJ slid me in that heat race. I was laughing, but I was like, I'm going to try harder now. So went to work on the car, and the car was pretty good. Just kind of bided my time, and I didn't really expect that. I don't think, like I said, Jordan was trying to use me up off the top like that, and I thought I gave it up after that. I didn't think how many laps we had left, and just kind of picked him in the right spot, and I figured that white flag lap, I knew he didn't really know where to be, and I'm like, I'm just going to pinch it on the tires and hopefully grab that grip on exit and get next to him.
You know, being in second, you're watching you're watching 2 or 3 cars ahead of him. He's watching the guy in front of him. You've got an advantage at that point, don't you?
Yeah, definitely. When you're out in the lead, you don't know where to be, where he's at, where to block, So definitely helped me in track position being in second, but also it's hard to get by a guy that late in the race. So just hats off to the track. It was actually really racy for what we had all day. So hats off to Clay County and T-Rant and Mike Van Gander and IMCA and everyone that supported it.
Who do you want to thank for the win besides them?
Brian Brodell, John Key Heating and Air, Jeremy's here from Oregon. We've been kind of grilling out and camping while the rain was hit, and just everyone, Paul Stone, Dirt Stars, Fast Shafts, so many guys, Precision Hydraulic and Oil, Klein Racing Engines, AFCO Racing Shocks, just everyone that helps out. Lethal Chassis, big thanks to David. We talked a lot on setup tonight. I just kind of scratching my head, and he helped me out with that, so I appreciate that.
Well, there you go, Tom. Congratulations. Nice run here at Spencer.
Thanks, guys.
There you go. Race fans, what a night it's been. What a couple days it's been here in Northwest Iowa. But it's time to go on home.